just so real. Already know exactly how you feel. See the head, not like seeing a steeple. You damn well know they're one of the people. Nobody breaks us, 'cause nobody made us, and no one can take this 'cause we got their fix. We are the people, we are the people, we are the people. Don't mess with this. Let's go.
That's right. Good morning. It is Friday, baby. You have made it to the weekend. And man, I'm going to tell you what, today's show, boy, you better strap the boots on because it's about to get crazy around here.
Here it goes.
Yeah, already. It's starting right now. Look at this.
Hello.
People just piling into the
Piling in.
studio.
We're doing
That's
this
okay.
today.
Just walk right in front of the camera.
Yeah.
No, that's good. Just walk right. Yeah, no, that's
That
good.
way they know.
Come on through. Yeah,
That way they know
there-
you're here.
yeah, good
And
job.
we're not just making
Look
it
at these
up.
clowns here, man, just walking into the middle of a broadcast studio like they run some shit, man. It is Friday. We got a hell of a lot going on. And, come on over here and have a seat, man. Come on over here, man. I saved one just for you.
We're going to do musical chairs this morning.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we're gonna be
Yeah, we
playing
are.
around.
All right. Coach him up over there, Chad. Tell him how to
Fridays for
do all
cardio
these things.
and on-the-fly problem solving.
Yeah, now we've got a great comedian I'm about to introduce. We've got a band that we're going to interview today. We've got a great performance coming at the end of the show. We've got the rant. I mean, it's just a lot today, that's for sure. And what's going on, man?
Good morning. How you doing?
Man, I am great. I'm going to scoot you in a little bit more. Just look up there on that monitor.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
That.
Tell everybody who you are, man.
I'm James Johann, comedian at the Looney Bin this week.
Yeah, man. I've been hearing about
yeah, me
you
too.
from a couple of comedians this week that have been talking about you.
That may not be good.
No. Eugene Belcourt was in here, you know.
Oh yeah, Eugene.
Man,
My roommate this week.
Is he? Man, you know what? That's a good kid right there.
Yeah, he's a funny guy, and he's a good comic. And we got to know what Elam. What's the other guy's name I just met last night? Rufus Elam. So,
Rufus Leakin. No.
yeah, well, it's a good show, start to finish this week.
Yeah, man. Thank you. It is a good show out there. It's always a good time at the Looney Bin, and that's where he'll be performing tonight, tomorrow, right? Both.
Yep, tonight, tomorrow.
Yeah, outstanding. Yeah, from the Looney Bin. When did you know that Eugene was on the show?
I know.
You heard about that?
This is awesome.
How crazy was that,
This
man?
is I'm the head of comedy in this world. Anything that happens.
Oh, nothing happens in this town without Wayne knowing about it.
Wayne brought his ego with him today.
Yeah.
No, you tell me about that, Rob.
No, it's awesome, isn't it? No, it really is. It really is cool, man. Yeah, if you don't know, Eugene is a comedian who came in and he was just telling his story, you know, and he said that he had been basically hopping trains to go to comedy rooms all over the country because he
That's
he was
commitment.
homeless and he didn't have a car, you know.
Yeah.
2 days after that, a fan, a listener, a viewer, reached out to him online and gave him a truck he just fixed the motor in.
Like an avalanche.
Yeah, 2003 Avalanche.
Yep.
And dude, it was in the parking lot the other day when he came in. I was just like, man, that is the power of people right there. You know, it made me. That was the best thing that's happened on the show yet.
Absolutely.
That's why I'm here this morning. I could use a new motorcycle.
That is
Harley
correct.
would
That
be
is
nice.
correct, right there,
Harley.
man. That is correct. So tell me, man, you know, who was your inspiration coming up in comedy?
Oh, well, when I was a kid, the first one I ever wanted to see on TV, my dad got HBO for like a month. And he got
Okay.
the
Oh,
bill,
yeah.
and then he canceled it. But
Yeah.
during that month, George Carlin was, Carlin at Carnegie was on. And
Yes.
I was sitting at the table one night, and I'm about 13, 14,
Mm-hmm.
and I asked my mom, can I watch this George Carlin guy? And she knew who he was, and she goes, yeah, you can watch him until he says something dirty.
Right.
First line out of his mouth. I had my Mr. Pibb, I had my popcorn, I was ready to watch this guy, and I can't repeat what he said, but that didn't last long.
No, it didn't.
No. But after that, you know, I was like, well, I have to know what this guy's talking about. you
Yeah.
know, So after that, started watching that.
We've talked about him many times here. I would say that he is the greatest comedian when it comes to rote memorization.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, to be able to rattle off a list of words,
hmm
the number, the volume of them, the pacing, everything, you have to be so committed to knowing that, like you're doing a Shakespeare play.
Right.
You know, and he was brilliant, man.
Yeah, a lot of work. Not like now where you just go out and crowd rap for 10 minutes and hope you get a good TikTok out of it. You know, you don't even know what you're going to talk about.
No, there's a lot of the ad lib that goes on. You're right about that. Yeah, George Carlin, his bit on the climate and saving the planet
Yeah.
is maybe one of my all-time favorite bits. I mean, it's just absolutely phenomenal and true, by the way, and true.
What I liked about him is he not only could do that stuff and be very, heady, but he could also be just goofy. He would be what wine goes with Captain Crunch, stuff like
Yeah,
that.
right.
Weird stuff. So
No, he had a great brain. So, how young when you started comedy? How long you been doing it?
I did my first show in kindergarten.
That's great.
I
That's
mean,
a great performance.
My mom made me, I don't remember much of it. My mom made me a clown outfit.
Yeah.
Had the, pointy hat and everything, and I had a wagon full of props. And I only remember one joke. I had this little rubber duck that would like use in the bathtub when you're a kid, and I just threw it at the crowd, and I was like, "Duck,"
That's funny.
That was
That's clever, though.
show ever.
That's
I
clever.
wrote all my jokes, so
Right.
that was the first. But I started actually when I was about 19. Start heading down to the club. They wouldn't let me in without my mom at first because I was too
Really?
young to be
Yeah.
in the club. So I had to,
And where were you at? Where did you come up at?
Kansas City.
Kansas City, Missouri. Okay. Yeah, that is a great city, especially if you like barbecue.
Yeah, that's the one thing we got. We got barbecue and murder. We got
Yeah, a lot of murder. That's fair. Yeah, no, people
Lot of
come here. A lot of people come here and go, man, the murder rate's high. He comes here and goes, man, this is a break, isn't it?
Right.
like a resort down here.
Yeah, no crime. So, where all do you travel? Just all over the country, all over the world?
Yeah, I've been doing it 30 years. I used to tour with
Wow.
a cable guy in Foxworthy, but now, I've wound up doing some stuff that I'm not too sure about. I do a lot of cruise ships, and it's
Yeah.
good work.
Oh.
It's easy money. You go out and you get to go to these places, but I still do a lot of clubs, corporate stuff around
Yeah.
Christmas. So
Now, I had a friend that did cruise performances, and he said he made great money, and he was fine doing it. He said, but you have to get your head around it's a different kind of crowd altogether. He goes, they don't really care.
Well, I don't know. They've changed a lot.
Have they?
They brought in a new guy, and he brought in a bunch of really good comics from the club scene. Because
Okay.
when I started out there, it was like a lot of ship guys that you'd never see in a club. They're just the guys that work
Right.
ships, and they were kind of hokey and hacky.
Right.
But it is a little different. Like I have to do family shows. Like Carnival called me and they're like, "We need you to do a family show," and I'm like, "Okay, but you don't know my family. It's gonna get
Right.
weird in here." But you got all ages. So the other night I had like an 85-year-old sit next to a 5-year-old. I
Wow.
felt like I was somewhere between like SpongeBob and Lawrence Welk.
Yeah, no doubt.
Half the crowd's in diapers and so's the other half. So it's
Yeah.
weird.
How do you manage to cater to an audience that broad and keep it, between the lines?
Well, the good thing about the ships is there's so much to joke about the ship.
Yeah.
So you can make fun of the cabins or the
Yeah.
the food or whatever.
So
But
you just got a natural list of targets that
Yeah,
you can go
I mean,
through that help carry it.
you get on board a carnival ship. I mean, if you're a comic, you can write 30 minutes of jokes in 30 minutes.
Yeah, I could. I've never thought about it, but I'm sure I could. I've done stand up for a while, and I've done some cruises, and there's plenty to talk about, man. Without a doubt.
Well, some of them are a little tougher, yeah. Like certain areas where, like, I don't do too hot on the ones that go out of New York. they look at me like there's something wrong with me, but
Yeah.
when they go out of Galveston or New Orleans, those are my crowds.
Now, how long when you do a cruise like that? Is it just the one trip for a few days, or is it normally for a period of time? How does that
It
work?
just varies. Some days I'll jump on for 3 or 4 days and just do a little run to the Bahamas and back. Or some days they'll be going to Tahiti, and then I get to Tahiti, and they're going all the way to Australia, but they fly me home and bring in another guy. So
Oh,
they
that's
just they
cool.
just swap us out.
That's dope, man. That's dope. So, knowing that, let me just ask this. Let's move to that. What's the coolest place you've been on the planet so far?
I'll tell you, man, I've been to a lot of places never thought I'd see. I've been to Spain, Portugal, Germany, France. I mean,
Wow,
Mediterranean, Monte Carlo.
amazing.
Yeah.
that is amazing.
Just stand there and look at all these yachts that these million lifestyles rich and famous, like,
Right.
for real. It's where all those Instagram models take all the pictures and stuff.
Yeah, that's where Jeffrey Epstein was parked.
I'm just down there with my fanny pack, looking around.
Yeah, right. So, what place did you like? Where were you? And you're like, damn, this is crazy.
I'll tell you, one of the coolest places I went was Croatia.
Croatia.
Wow.
Croatia,
Now,
and
that's not the name I would have expected.
no, it was
Same.
well.
Do you like vodka a lot?
Yeah, I'll drink whatever you hand me.
Okay, I just
But it's a walled city. They have walls all around the city. The whole
Okay.
city's walled in because they're always at war with whoever
Somebody.
they're at war with.
right.
And I got off there, and the guy that was the production manager, he was from Croatia, so it was like his hometown. And he got me off the ship, and I'm like, man, this is a really beautiful city. He's like, yeah, it's pretty nice. They're not bombing today. And I think he was serious.
No, that's a different forecast right there.
I was like,
shit.
maybe we should get
Forecast
back on the
incoming
boat.
mortar, you know.
Seriously.
Yeah, so that was really cool. And then Spain and stuff, you just can't beat that. I went to Greece, you know.
Oh, I bet that was amazing. So, you know, as a comedian coming up in the circuit, you know, as you began to, you know, gain steam and gain a little bit of success and notoriety, where was your moment where you're working or talking to someone, you're standing with someone, and you're like, is this my life? I mean, this is surreal.
Well, that hasn't happened yet.
No?
No, I'm just kidding.
That's amazing.
I don't know. I think the one that struck me the first time it ever happened, I was in Long John Silver's just getting some lunch, and I'm the guy that's keeping that place open, by the way. And the girl there had seen me at some show, and she's like, "You're that comedian," and she, you know, she's just fawning over me.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Can I just have my change?" You know, I'm
Yeah.
like, "This is weird." So that was like the first time I ever remember like somebody recognizing me.
Right. Now, what was the first time that you were, you know, maybe a comedian that you had admired or seen professionally that all of a sudden now you're opening for, and you're like, man, I can't believe I'm opening for this guy.
Well, I'll tell you how it happened with Larry the Cable Guy, which, you know, love him or hate him. I used to work at the Omaha Funny Bone a lot, and the lady kept booking me with this redneck dude. And I'm like, I don't know this guy. Why do you keep booking me? I mean, he was filling the rooms and stuff, and I
Yeah.
never heard of him. This Larry dude.
Yeah. This
Well,
Larry
I
guy.
was too dumb to know that she was
Larry the satellite dude.
Larry the whoever, Larry the farmer I got to open for again.
Yeah.
But anyway, she did that 3 or 4 times. I kept working with him and opening for him. And after a show one night, he just came up and he was getting ready to go to theaters and he was getting out of the clubs. And he gave me a card and said, "This is our management. We want you on the tour."
Wow.
So I was too dumb to even know that that's what she was trying to do, was put me in front of Cable Guy.
Wow.
Wow. That's
That's
amazing.
how that happened. Then
Yeah.
I ended up on the tour bus with him for 4 years and Foxworthy and all those.
Yeah. Well, I bet that was a lot of fun. I'm
It
sure
was
you had a
great.
good time.
It was great.
Probably, you know, a great a clinic on different styles of comedy and approaches to it as well.
Yeah, they taught me a lot. Have you ever seen anyone do theater in a round? Like just a round stage where the crowd's completely around you 360?
Not theater, I haven't.
Well, Carlin did one, but I'd seen it on TV before, but I didn't know how to do it. And I had to do the show with Foxworthy. And I'm out there just turning in circles, getting wrapped up in the cord. I didn't know how to handle this stage.
Yeah.
Because there's people all around me.
Yeah.
And Foxworthy's over in the wings laughing because I'm getting all tangled up in this cord and stuff. And he came out between shows. We had 2 shows that night, and he showed me how to do it. You do little triangles. You turn your butt to the smallest group of the crowd. And,
Yeah.
And so he taught me how to do that.
There's
So
actually a footwork
yeah.
that's involved in it.
he's like,
Okay.
"You never done this before, have you?" And he was laughing, you know. And I'm like, "No, Jeff, I haven't." But that was really cool to have him show me that.
No, that's great. That's great. So, what you know of the places you performed, which one has your heart? Which one is your favorite place of all time you've done a show?
Well, I always said that if I struck it big or something, and I could pick and choose where I wanted to work anywhere
Yeah.
at any time, I would do the Looney Bins and stuff like that. I would definitely come back at least once or twice and
Yeah.
fill the rooms for him.
Yeah,
So,
no, that's
you know, 'cause
exactly right. That's-
sometimes I don't do that, but I have my favorite clubs that I like, and I'd probably work at home at my home club.
Yeah.
But there's a few of them I'd never step foot in again too. So yeah.
No, I've been there. You know, we talk about that regularly. All the people in stand up have been through the circuits where they leave the TVs on or the pool tables open, and you got to try to navigate that. And that's never a good time for a comedian. You got to work extra hard when they're going, yeah, because somebody just scored, and you're like, man, right on the punchline, asshole.
Right.
You know, really?
Right.
Hey, let me mention this super fast. If you are in need of a vehicle, listen, don't buy something brand new, drive off the lot and lose value. Go to Fitz Auto. Listen, late model, low mile vehicle, something you can be proud of. And even if you got bad credit, doesn't matter. They can help you out. Just go see them, 8421 Stagecoach Road in Little Rock, or online at fitzauto.com. But let me introduce, if you don't know, this is Chad Sledge. He puts bonus holes in people. He is a professional piercer. He has piercings by Chad in Conway. And then, of course, to my left here is Amanda. You know Amanda, a.k.a. Demanda. She owns the break room, and she is a wild child. So,
Just slightly.
yeah,
Just
we always
slightly.
warn you on that.
I came in ready to squab.
Yeah.
Just tell Just say it. That way somebody can hear it.
Chad did not bring the dog this morning, Kristin.
So if you hear that,
Yeah, Kristin.
What dog is this?
Bring me
Oh my
the
God.
dog or one of the squirrels or both of them.
baby, bring the dog when you come up.
I've already been giving him shit this morning. Walked in looking for you, Kristin.
All right.
Shut up, y'all.
Shut it.
No, you're good. You're
I
good.
want that dog.
Listen, this is an interesting story. A series of new job listings are seeking experienced cannabis consumers
Uh-oh.
in states across the U.S. to sample
I'm here.
and review
What?
marijuana
What's
products.
up?
We got another guy
What's
over here.
up?
We're
Yeah,
here.
they're full and part-time and contract work. It requires good writing and photography skills.
I got him.
It's
that-
work. It's work from home, right?
How do you smoke some dank ass weed and then have good photography
Take
and
the
writing
photo
skills?
first.
Man, you
Take
take
the
picture
photo
It's
first.
like, this is how
Oh.
I'm fixing to indulge you.
See, that's why I don't get it, huh? It's called Toker's Guide.
Uh-oh.
And it already offers apparently an online directory of dispensaries and all kinds of things like that. But responsibilities, because you have some, include investigating, researching various characteristics of products, writing amazing reviews, taking excellent pictures of cannabis, and collaborating with team members to improve the site's reviews overall.
Yeah.
I mean,
What do you think? Is that could you get down with that job,
I could
Chad?
definitely do that.
Where are the
Part-time, yeah.
applications?
Yeah. Well,
Application.
apparently they're online.
Online?
Yeah.
Well, can we
let's
drop
see.
that link?
Probably not in Arkansas. though. We probably gotta-
Maybe I'll just give it to
There's-
you. It
yeah,
sounds
there's
like
no
you
work
need
from
the link.
home.
Well, Amanda's out
No,
there.
I think everybody's working from home here. I mean, unless they're at the dispensary. Do you imbibe the
Oh, I've been
Illegal.
I've been known to do it. Yeah,
or illegal? You know?
still illegal a lot where I live. I'm on the Kansas side, so we're still.
Oh.
Yeah. Are
we're,
you?
We're surrounded by legal weed,
I
and
thought all of Missouri.
well, I'm
Oh,
in
you
Kansas.
He's
yeah.
on
Oh,
the Kansas
Kansas
side.
side.
Yeah. Oh,
Kansas
yeah.
is
Still
Yeah.
Bible beating up there,
Right,
so
right,
yeah.
right.
But we can slip over Missouri and get all you want.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Right there for you.
Yeah. No, I understand the Bible Belt. We're in the buckle of it right here. I promise you.
Is it legal here?
Well, medically.
Some of it.
Medical. Okay.
Yeah.
Cards, man. We got
Some of
cards.
it.
You see, you have to have a condition, man.
Glaucoma or something. you know.
Well, something like that. That's
Yeah.
not what I
see a
have.
lot
I get
of
That's not
it.
my
headaches. I
condition
have trouble
anyway.
sleeping.
Well,
I have the sniffles.
Yes, that is pretty close here. If
Yeah.
you have anxiety,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
and how do you prove
Who
or not
doesn't?
that you
Don't
don't?
have
doesn't?
anxiety nowadays.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, you come out with anxiety now. I mean,
Absolutely.
it's an inborn characteristic.
man.
If you're driving around with illegal weed, you're gonna have
Anxiety,
anxiety, so
man.
you might as well
That's
just
true.
legalize it, right?
No, that's a fair point. That's a fair point. That's a
Very,
great
very
point.
true.
Now we were talking about that. You know how that man, it was a lot harder to get, and I think all the funds being taken out
Oh,
of
it
it.
is, man.
I
Yeah.
miss the days. I mean, you go into these dispensaries and they know they know where it was grown, how often it was watered when it was being grown.
Yeah.
mean, I just miss buying it behind like a Phillips 66, you know, with
Absolutely.
picking
Yeah.
the seeds out, and
No,
Absolutely.
meeting a dude named
it doesn't feel right to walk into like a coffee shop and get a bunch of weed. I just
no.
I don't want to go to the geek bar to get my bud.
No, if I'm not meeting a shirtless dude in overalls named Big Frank,
exactly.
and Big Frank got a ride from somebody because he don't have a car, but he does have a weed to distribute, you know?
Frank with the dank.
Yeah. Frank was, he always talked like, this is Frank. He'd be like, man, I had a Chevelle with a 454 in it. And that son of a bitch would go to the moon. I'd just punch it. I'd be at the moon in 3 seconds. Do you understand me? I'd be like, Frank, you never had that car ever. Well, but I worked on it. Yeah. Okay, Frank. Do you have the weed or not? Yeah. Or, they always said it was a gateway drug, weed was, but I thought it was the opposite because I had a dealer who was on Dilaudid.
Ooh.
And you shoot that stuff up.
Seriously.
And first of all,
Once.
just getting your dealer on the phone, you used to have to call them
Yeah.
or page
Page
them.
'em.
Jim, yeah.
Page
Yeah. And you
And God
wait.
knows how long it took.
Well, and listen, you didn't have a cell
Yeah.
phone to
Nope.
carry with you then. You
Nope,
had to
you
sit
sat
there at
and
the
wait.
payphone
Yep.
Hope somebody else didn't
for
roll
40
up.
minutes
Yep.
because dude passed out after he shot up.
Yep.
Then you get out there and he passes out again mid-deal.
And you can't just
Nah,
walk
nah.
off.
Yeah, no, well,
He hasn't given you your
no,
stuff
no,
yet.
that's
He's
exactly
got your
what
money,
happened.
Though,
He's got my money. I don't have my stuff,
and
but
he's taking a nap.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Now, one time I did get a bonus that way. One time
That's
he
what's
gave me
up.
the weed the
I
second
forgot.
time, and he goes, "Oh," and he gave it to me the first time. And then he goes, I was about to leave. He goes, "Oh, let me give you the weed." And I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, okay."
Absolutely, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
nice.
I was like, "That's for all my
Yeah.
wait time, bitch.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
payback."
I remember in high school when we'd be trying to find weed and people say it's just dry. We can't find
it's
it.
dry. Yeah,
Right.
it's dry.
You don't have that problem now. you
No,
know?
there is no dry. That's
They're
right.
so spoiled.
It's
Well,
water.
no, and there were only a couple kinds of weed back then. The kind that gave you a headache and the kind that got you pretty high. And occasionally you'd get something. They'd call it skunk. It probably wasn't, you know.
No.
Yeah.
But
Snickle Fritz.
yeah, Christmas. You'd hear that. Christmas tree was one of them. But yeah, you'd have lumber in there, like 2x4s.
Man,
wood
build a
shavings.
house.
Yeah,
Oh,
you'd
my
get
Lord.
2 or 3 grams of your bag was going to be just stem and seed weight.
Yeah.
But you could start a farm.
Yeah, you can grow it.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I think the only way pot's a gateway drug is if you buy it under the arch in St. Louis. That's probably the
Yeah.
only time it's a gateway drug.
I think if you're under the arch in St. Louis, you're already there. You're already over the edge, through the gate, down the hill.
That's it.
Yeah, yeah. So, what do you got going on this weekend, Chad? What's happening with you, man?
Probably just sitting around the house
Holes.
chilling, poking holes. Yeah, I got
You
a
did it.
lot of poking holes to do today and tomorrow.
Do you really? You got a
Need to
full
come get my
slate.
ears
I got a
pierced.
full day.
Are you
today.
trying to break a record?
No.
No.
It's just that Christmas crowd.
What'd you tell me that you had once done like 40 in a day?
40 in a day. Yeah.
40 bonus holes in one day.
Yeah.
Man, that's
Yeah.
going.
That's
Man.
That's a lot. You're a paid torture agent.
Some days.
Oh,
I feel
what?
Like
A
it, man.
paid torture
Oh,
agent.
okay.
She said,
I don't know what she
I don't
thought
know.
she
I
heard,
don't know
but
what I heard
No, you
either,
can tell,
but
man.
you know.
here,
Yeah. Thank
I'll
you.
give that to myself.
Thank you. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
warranted.
Yeah. What's going on at the break room today?
We are so busy. I'm loving it. Like Chad, we've got so much Christmas business going on. We have had
Time of the
our
year.
most profitable day. We made over.
Hell
We
yeah.
did over $2,000 in sales.
Man,
Yeah.
way to go,
So
you.
many gift cards. We've got
Let
huge
me-
groups coming in. I'm having a blast.
He doesn't know what it is. Let me.
Oh,
She has.
I'm gonna blow your mind.
Yeah. Here, you define it to him. You tell him what it is.
Okay.
It's a place where you come break shit.
Oh, I was thinking it
Yeah.
was a pool hall, man.
No.
No.
You can go in and break, like take your frustration.
Absolutely.
Wow, I've heard of those places.
Yeah.
Tell him about your different rooms, the setup, how it
Well,
works.
we just opened up our third room in the space of one we'd been using for storage, basically. But we now have 3 small rooms, and we have 1 large room where you can come in, and we have electronics, we have glass, toys, and we just got we got punching bags, and we got some metal drums that people can just beat the shit out of with a pry bar, crowbar,
Wow.
whatever.
Wow.
Yeah, and we play music, and we clean it up. You don't have to do nothing.
That's awesome when you
Yeah.
can break shit and not pick it up.
Yeah,
Great.
we're having a blast.
I once got mad at my wife and
Not Laura,
I-
right?
yes, at Laura, and I wanted to be a badass, and so I just threw a bottle down on the floor.
It bounced?
No, it broke,
Oh.
and it took me a week to clean that shit up.
Oh, yeah.
Glass was everywhere.
Everywhere.
Man. I was
Yeah.
finding it, 2-3 days later. I was like, damn
Yeah.
it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I'm guessing a lot of the music is like hardcore.
Absolutely.
No,
absolutely.
it's Neil.
I would love to break stuff like all night long by Lionel Richie.
Burt Bacharach.
No,
Yeah.
one of my favorite things is when people come in and we have like jazz playing, or we have the chill station, because we listen to hard rock, like Rage and Korn and everything
Right.
all the fucking time. And
Right.
sometimes we just kind of chill it out for a second, and people come in, they're like,
I want to break.
hey, I'm like,
Yeah.
hold up, bro. I wasn't expecting you this early, and you got to like flick some lip
No, I
biscuit
never-
on or whatever.
I never
but,
thought
yeah.
about that. It'd be like
Oh my
showing up
God.
to a
You play a lot of
hooker's
limp
place.
It's
bizkit.
and she's-
hilarious, yeah.
like
dude,
showing up to a
gospel
hooker's place and
music.
she's in a business suit. You're
Yeah.
like, what's going on here?
We love to throw them off like that. But we also, we have Spotify.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we encourage people, if you've got a playlist or something, especially our big groups,
Yeah.
if you've got something
Yeah.
you want to hear,
Like every song
Yeah.
you and your man share.
absolutely create the playlist. If you need Beyonce's Lemonade or something,
All
you know,
by
bring that
myself.
shit. Yeah, bring it and share it with me, and we'll rock out. I mean, we have, yeah.
We play break stuff a lot. Dude. People
Oh
are
my
like,
God.
I figured that's
Oh
like
my
the number
God.
one
It
song.
is the number one
I figured it was.
expected
No,
song.
no, bitches are coming in playing Adele.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, not that yet, but we've gotten pretty close. We've gotten pretty close, but not Adele yet. Now that you say that, it's probably going to pop. Somebody's going to show up with it
Yeah.
on a playlist. But
No.
Morgan Wallen,
Oh, yeah.
Jelly Roll. I had some
Oh,
folks
man.
that just wanted Jelly Roll to play.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it's not always rageful music. It's just what they want to hear. 'Cause
Yeah, it's
sometimes
just a
they're just in
jam.
there to have a good time.
It's not, going to
Yeah.
be the slow down music.
No.
R. Kelly.
But, I mean,
R. Kelly.
the weirdest thing I've had is Party in the USA. Miley
What?
Cyrus is Party in the USA. I was like, are you
No,
for
that,
real?
no, that makes perfect sense. That would piss me off. I'd want to break shit to that song.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I hate you. I hate everybody for playing this.
We're having fun. Y'all should come out.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah, if you want to get your rage out, what's it run to get a room? there?
$30 a person for 30 minutes.
30 minutes of breaking anything
Yeah.
you can break, everything
Pretty
you can
much.
break.
Yeah. I mean, don't take hammers to my walls. That will get you asked to
Oh,
leave
yeah,
pretty
yeah,
quickly.
Yeah, we're not breaking the walls.
We're not breaking the walls, but I mean, yeah, go for
That
it.
had to be interesting to insure that. So, what do you want to do again?
Yeah.
Uh,
It took me over a year to get insurance.
I bet it did. I
Yeah.
bet you had to work for that. Yeah,
I really, really did.
I bet you did. Yeah, absolutely.
I'd like to try that. I think I could get
Come
some
on.
rage out. I work for Wayne after all. You know, I've got some issues.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I can understand that, man. Well, maybe
We
it'd
open
be,
it too.
yeah, have him come down there,
Yeah, come
before
on.
the show or the next day or something.
Can you film it so I can show
Absolutely.
people? Man, I wish I could just bring people I know's actual stuff in. You know, just a few people I'm mad at.
That'd be
Like,
awesome.
It happens.
Hey,
take my
It
brother's
happens.
stuff.
do you know how awesome it would be to let them live stream
Oh,
so that the people could say, this is yours, honey. Hey, I want you to see this.
About you.
your kid's Xbox.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that'd
Yeah.
be fun.
Oh yeah. Or even just an Xbox. It's not your kid's Xbox, but they think is their Xbox.
Oh, that would be
Oh, that would be great.
And then get the
Oh
reaction
my
video.
God.
Less.
Oh,
That is
Yeah,
torture.
boy.
That's,
Well, I am Demanda.
yeah, no, that's mean as hell.
Yeah, what do they use to smash stuff? Bats or?
We've got bats, we've got sledgehammers, regular hammers. We just picked up 2 pipes from Habitat. They were just in their little trash bin or whatever.
Oh, nice.
You got
Oh,
pry
yeah.
bars,
Yes,
crowbars.
pry bars, crowbars.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
I mean, what do you want to hit stuff with?
Yeah, I mean, if you've got a suggestion, we're open.
Might add golf club.
Got
So
punching
the
bags.
concern with that is
Is
that
it a hit the wall in the
well, the
backswing?
head will come flying off.
Oh, no, you
Yeah.
never want the head to come off.
No, never want the
No,
head to
never
come
want
off.
the head to
Never,
come
never,
off.
never.
No,
Bad
that's
situation.
bad.
No, it's always
Sounds like
bad.
serial
bad.
killer guidebook 101.
Yeah, that is
Absolutely.
right. Yeah,
You
yeah.
want the head to be the last thing to come off.
So I know as a comedian, being on the road, that you end up with lots of time on your hands. What is there anything you're watching or been watching or that you love to watch?
The last thing I really got into was Ozark.
Oh, man.
Because
I heard that was
That's
really
a
good.
damn good
That's
show.
Yeah,
cool,
I just
man.
don't have a lot of time to
Jason
invest in it. I'm on those ships and I can't get nothing. So
Oh,
signal
okay,
on the
yeah,
ship.
that makes perfect sense.
Watching the
bursts and
carnival
stuff.
shoots. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
What you gonna do today?
That internet package is shit.
yeah,
no, it's a little rough there.
Yeah.
Ozark was one of those weird shows that somebody told me about it, and I was kind of resistant at first. And I don't know why. I love Jason Bateman, but I was kind of resistant. And I watched the first half of the first episode, and I looked at my wife. She looked at me and said, "Is this boring you too?" And she said, "Yeah." And I turned it off. And my friend, I don't know why, was persistent and was like, "Please just finish the episode. Just finish the first episode." And I was like, "Will you shut the if I do?"
Yeah.
And then I finished the episode, and at the end of it, I went, "God darn it,
yeah.
this show is awesome."
Yup.
Oh,
And
I
it
gotta
was
see
from
it.
that point, from the end of the first episode on.
Yeah.
That shit's amazing,
I was
man.
surprised by it because I've never really seen Bateman in that kind of role.
No.
Oh,
before.
and he was
When I
awesome
was
in
a
it.
kid, he was always on TV being funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was the well-dressed, preppy kid,
Yeah.
you know, right?
Yeah.
I will kill you and put you in the ground.
Yeah. And the girl, I wish I knew the actress's name, but the one that played, what is it, Ruth? Is that what her name was, the
Yeah,
character?
Ruth.
Man, she's a badass. Oh my God, man. That one scene, I guess near the finale where she's just yelling at the top.
Oh man.
It was just like, man, I was
yells
just
at
like,
you.
man,
Okay.
bitch, you are amazing. That's a great actress right
I'm
there.
gonna have to binge
Psycho.
that.
So what other than comedy, what do you like to do? What are your hobbies in general?
Oh, I'm a big vinyl guy. I collect records. I like to play
Nice.
pinball. pinball.
Really?
Yeah,
Pinball.
I found a great pinball place up in Kansas City that just opened. They got like 40
Ooh.
games.
So you go up there and play that?
Yeah.
What?
I mean,
Pinball's funny?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
That's the closest.
You know,
closest
people
I
get
to a sport.
nostalgic, Wayne, you know. One day we'll be like, hey, I go to this place, man. They have those PS8s and, you know, I just play those
Oh my
retro
God.
games. And,
Vortex
What's the
has all
disc?
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you collect vinyl. What artists do you love
Oh
in
man, my
vinyl?
stuff's all over the place. I got Johnny Cash next to Zeppelin, next to
Yeah,
Tool,
Love
next
Zeppelin.
to everything.
that's a great diverse
That
lineup.
really is.
Yeah, Cash, Zeppelin, and
And
Tool.
Tool.
That's a good night right
Yeah,
there,
That
I
works
think.
for me.
Yeah.
In progression, you know, you
Yeah.
start with Cash, you go to Zeppelin,
Yeah,
and
you
you
go-
end with
end with
Tool.
Tool.
That's when you're real hammered, you know.
When you that Jägermeister's going on.
Man, Jaeger's my
That's when his
jam, man.
drums kick in.
It's really, I should never do it because I get mouthy when I do Jaeger bombs. It's the combo
That's
of Red
also-
Bull and Jaeger. I get
Mhm.
real fucking feisty, man.
That's when you get mouthy.
Yes, it is when I get mouthy. I mean, you can. My wife will testify. Yeah, no, he
He's
gets.
not up and mobile.
Well, the problem is, you know, you get about 3 or 4 shots in, you feel great,
Great.
and you're like, I got to keep the train going.
Yeah.
You know, and I should not keep the train going. The
No,
train should be at the
no.
station for a little bit, you know. So you get about 7 or 8 in, all of a sudden it's like, yeah, I'm feeling myself, bitch. What up? You know, and I'm awake and sleepy at the same time.
Let me tell you something about you that you don't know.
Right? Yeah, that's right. No, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. Here, we need to do something here. Even if it's wrong, we're going to do it. You know what? As a real estate agent, I've seen lots of homes get caught up in probate. That's when somebody dies and they don't have a will. And the next thing you know, siblings are arguing over houses, possessions, cars, things like that. That is a nightmare you don't want any part of. You're going to need some help. You need someone with experience. You need Riggin Law. Okay, RigginLaw.com. Kristin Riggin there and her team are amazing at guiding you through this process. Look, you want to get what's coming to you, but you don't want to have to fight with everybody to get it. Just get Kristin to do the work for you. Go to RigginLaw.com. When you have questions, you have concerns about an inheritance, about anything like that, RigginLaw.com is the solution. Check them out. You know what? As a real estate agent, putting you with the right mortgage person is critical. One of my favorites to work with is Josh Taylor at AMC Mortgage, and I'll tell you why. A lot of guys out there are stiff. They treat you like a number. Josh treats you like a friend. He's going to work through with you on everything you need. Look, he just got a pair of my clients into a home with $500 total. Yeah, paid the closing and the down payment costs all covered in there. I'm not saying that's what you're going to get, but I'm saying that's how good he is. Check him out. Give him a call, 351-2579. It's Josh Taylor at AMC Mortgage. If you're looking for a local mortgage guy, that's one that I recommend. All right, we are back. Happy Friday to you. Just want to say thank you to a few people. You know that Gunnar and I, well, let me give you the backstory. We were chosen. We applied for The Blocks, which is a reality show for startup business entrepreneurs. All right. And we went through, the application process. We went through back and forth. Then we went through video. We had to answer a bunch of questions via video. How would you do this? What about this? What about this on your business? All the different things. And then finally we had the call, and then we found out the first of the week that we were chosen to be on the show.
Awesome.
We do have to cover our hotel and food while we're there. So we've got a little GoFundMe up. If you can help, it's great. If you can't, it's okay. Right now, the budget's just keeping us going. So, what we need is just to be able to cover this so that we can go. It's only a week. It's in Tulsa. So that's not bad. But it'll be huge for us because we would be working with a lot of very successful business entrepreneurs and owners that would personally be coaching and working with us on the business, but it's also a reality competition, and it's on Amazon Prime. So that's a lot of exposure
Really cool.
Yeah.
for us. So, if you can throw $1 in the bucket, a
Yeah.
$5, anything, it's a help. If you can't,
Yeah.
I get
Sharing
it. It's okay.
is free.
It's not a big deal, but yeah, share it maybe for us. Help us out if you can.
40, 11 times.
Yeah, if not, it's okay. It's all right. It's not a big deal.
But money helps.
Well, it does with the goal, you know. But I do want to thank at least a few people who have recently
You
given.
know, you look like you're in a prison jumpsuit in that.
Do I?
In that, is
Well,
that what you're supposed? Is that what we're
No,
supposed
it's,
to be
it's
doing?
not supposed to be a prison. That's just a hoodie, man. It's just a fleece. Miss Critical.
No, it's the
Now I'm
criminal in me.
self-conscious. Now I'm self-conscious.
Dad thought so too.
Oh, man, you are criminals. Chris Martin,
it.
I want to thank him. He donated 25. Rickshaw Mike 200. Man, thank you, Mike. Appreciate that. You didn't have to do that, but thank you,
No,
Mike.
Mike.
Marcia did 40. Joe Beth 25. David 100. Will 50. Leanna 200. All you guys, thank you.
Thank you.
So much for
awesome.
helping us out. We're all we're getting there. So
What's
we
your
appreciate
ADC
you.
number?
I do not have one. I do not have one. I'm lucky. I don't know why. I think my mom played Scared Straight when I was a kid, and I was like, I never want to be there. You went?
Oh yeah.
You did Scared Straight?
Yeah, when I was in camp. They
Shut
took
your
us-
face.
Hold on. Tell me about stop. Look, there is nothing.
Not me by myself, but a group of us. They took
Oh
us.
yeah.
No, that's
oh,
how it
yeah.
works.
No.
There's nothing better than
I love
watching
it.
the moment, when these
One breaks.
these badass punk bitch kids come in talking all that smack, and they
Yeah.
finally get that one inmate that breaks them over like a
Yes.
shotgun, and you just see their eyes shift down, and they're like,
Yes.
"Oh shit, this is real." And you're like, "Yeah, cry, bitch, cry." What was it like though?
They took us to Varner, Cummins. They're all together. They took us
Yep.
to all the prisons that are all right there together.
Mm-hmm.
And like they took us in there and like showed us all the prisons and let them like try to scare the hell out of us.
Yeah.
What- So
But
did
the
they?
guy that
Fresh
was
fish.
behind me was named Fisherman. He was like my best
Uh-oh.
friend in there, and he was from Crossit, and all of his family was in there. So they were like banging on the windows. That's my cousin.
Oh, it's like a reunion for
It's
him.
more of a
What up,
reunion.
homie?
So I was like, "This is my boy." Like I
Yeah.
said close to
Yeah.
him. So
Yeah.
I didn't really. I mean, it was just an experience. It was an experience for sure.
Wow,
Wow.
They showed us Sparky. Like I got to see the electric
Sparky.
chair. And all
No,
that.
the electric chair.
This is where you might be one day if you don't change.
That's kind of cool to see. I'd like to see that. I mean, who wouldn't?
But it was wild, man.
awesome.
They dropped down the bucket with the key in it to get in the gate. The gate and stuff.
okay,
It
now
was
did-
really
But here's what I want to know: did they take you to the one unit where all the guys are using Kool-Aid for lipstick
Man,
and have their shirts tied up like that?
There was-
Where they?
Well, they took us to the hole and there was like feces on the wall, like on the little screen where you like the window or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, it was horrible. Like people in there banging. You couldn't see them, but you could hear them.
Yeah, that does sound. It's bad when there's poop on the screen.
It was bad. It smelled horrible in there.
I bet it did. No, that doesn't sound fun at all. No, that would probably make me not want to come back.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
I'm
no.
gonna be all right.
Yeah,
Yeah, thank you.
And watching them sit there and rake and doing all that stuff like
Post
that.
squad.
Yeah, man. That ain't for me, man.
Now you did a boot camp,
Yeah.
right? How long was the boot camp?
6 months.
6 months.
I had to do a 15-mile road march to graduate. That was part of my graduation.
Really?
Cheese and
How weird
rice.
is it? That was part of my graduation from basic training.
Shut your face.
I swear to God.
15
Yeah.
miles? Was it 15 miles?
No, it was supposed to be, but they said they got lost, and it ended up being 21.
Man, that's a
Wow.
hard day.
And let me
That's
tell you something. They
bullshit.
live on the
I was
base.
gonna
you're in
say.
full-
They didn't get
You're
lost.
in
You're
full
lost.
fatigues and like combat
That's
boots.
not helping
about a
with your-
40-pound backpack.
Yeah.
Like it
Yeah.
sucks, man. Like
No,
people
I-
were falling out, and there was a white van going and picking up, throwing them in the van, and just rolling on.
Yeah, in our case, it's just a deuce and a half. A big pickup truck that they throw you in the back of and go get in there, bitch.
You pussy.
Yeah, man, back then they did. Listen, you gotta understand. I graduated in '88, so when I went
y'all
in,
were all pussies.
when I went in, I was for
Well,
sure.
then you're all pussies.
Oh no, I was the worst of the worst, man. I went in there weighing 240, came out 180.
Yeah.
Yeah.
push-ups,
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, push-ups.
Oh man.
When I lost my weapon, my M16.
Oh man. Yeah. Don't do that.
And,
Oh, no. Did you
when-
clean the bathroom with like a
Oh no, I wish I
toothbrush?
had. I wish I had.
I
No,
had to dig a hole one time.
No, I had 4 drill sergeants and the senior drill sergeant all in a room. I'm doing, in the front lean and rest position doing push-ups.
Yes.
All of them are yelling at the same time, telling
Yeah.
me I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But from that point forward, every time a drill sergeant got within 15 feet of me, I'd do push-ups till they left.
Oh
And
my
that's
God.
That's why
No.
I went in 240, came out 180.
No shit.
Because I never stopped
Never
doing
stopped,
push-ups the whole
yeah.
time I
So
was
many
there.
that
Oh my
they kicked me to
God.
setups. I was getting in so much shit. Like they was like, no more push-ups, do setups.
Sit-ups.
Yeah. Oh, you got too good at
Yeah,
it?
they were like, you're not.
Yeah.
You ain't learning nothing.
Your little light-ass body. You're
Yeah, I
like,
was just laughing, pumping that shit out, man.
Chad's
Yeah, no.
over there with one hand behind his back,
No.
like yawning and
I've
shit.
seen people like you. You could plank for 4 days, you know. Man, I'm just in the front leaning rest position, and all of a sudden I'll arch my back up in the middle like a pyramid. You know what I mean? I remember one walking by me and going, "You better get your ass down before I stomp a mud hole in your back." And I was like,
Damn.
"Yeah, this ain't my mama."
No, they'll tell you that. I ain't your mama.
No, they do. They tell you that. What they love to tell you if you got, they like to tell you that don't worry about your girl.
Oh man, that's what I was just.
Jody got your girl.
got your girl,
Jody got
man.
your
Oh, they'll tell you that all the time. Jody
day,
got your
every
girl. He's
time.
taking care of her. He's taking good
Don't
care
worry
of her.
about riding her. Jody's taking care of
No,
her.
Oh.
they make you paranoid. They
Oh,
make
man.
Call your wife. What are you doing?
Oh my God.
Who's Jody? Why is Jody at the house?
Yeah. It's Jody. Yeah.
That's
No,
baby boy.
how weird would it be to call and she say, "Oh, my friend Jody's over." You'd be like, "Bitch,
Oh
I will
hell,
kill you."
you're AWOL.
Yeah, I'm going
AWOL.
AWOL.
Man.
Go check on who's Jody.
Yeah, that'd be a great show. Who's Jody?
What how they even came up with that name? Like
I don't know.
like an infamous girl or something.
There
You know
had
what
to
I'm
be
saying? Like,
some
there has
story
to be
behind
a
Jody.
background. Like, oh, there has to
Yeah, no, because Jody's been there a long time.
it's
Did you
always
did you
Jody.
do service at all of any kind?
No, I was in Catholic school. Jesus scared
That's
me.
service.
Oh, bless
No,
you.
that's
That is service.
That's service. Thank you
I
for your
actually
service.
had nuns,
Yeah.
real nuns.
No,
Survivor.
thank you for your service.
Yeah, fellow Catholic school survivor.
Yeah.
No, I had a nun that somehow
Touched
only because I asked her to. Because
pay
I
extra
moved
for
her
that?
hand over.
That
No,
was extra.
no.
That was the
nun
work study
who
program.
did a
after class.
substitute teaching, and she beat the shit out of me with a ruler.
Yeah.
Right on my hand, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah,
That's
they
one
don't
of the
play.
commandments.
They did not
Definitely.
mess around.
No, they didn't mess around, did they?
Nope.
Pretty
They don't
damn
play.
militant. Pretty damn militant.
Ooh-wee.
All right. So, what time are your shows tonight? By the way, at the Looney Bin.
7:30 and 10.
7:30 and 10. Thanks, Wayne.
7:30 and 10.
I
Now,
mean, that's when it starts. I don't roll into like 5 minutes before my set.
yeah, no, I get it. You just roll up
In
whenever.
the
yeah.
green room.
Yeah,
Hang
yeah,
out.
chilling out,
The
getting
green
ready.
room?
Yeah,
There's a green room,
I
right?
mean, the hallway by the bathroom.
Oh, that's where I hang out.
Yeah.
yeah. No, by the
Green room.
payphone. By the payphone. That's where.
Yeah. Actually, that is the hallway by the bathroom.
The green room. That's the best. Yeah, no.
Wow.
You all right over there?
What happened?
Hit with the mic.
I hurt my nail.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Struggle's real.
Oh my God! All right, let's do this, and then it'll be time for the rant. We need to do something here real quick, okay? Do you live or work in Conway, and are you a vapor? Yeah, and listen, stop going to crappy gas stations to get your vapes. Go to Crazy J's. They've got 2 locations in Conway, every kind of flavor you can imagine. Not only that, but if you love the electric lettuce, and who doesn't, they've got all kinds of glassware, some of the coolest stuff that you've ever seen. So no matter whether you're trying to get your vape on or your bud on, Crazy J's is the way to go. Check them out. They've got 2 locations in Conway. Crazy J's for all your vape and smoke needs, baby. Have you been injured? You need an attorney with a passion for people and an obsession with justice. That attorney is Tim Reed in Little Rock. Look, they've won $1.3 million in wrongful death, almost $1 million in medical malpractice and in insurance dispute. These guys know what they're doing, but more importantly, he's not a figurehead of some kind. He's not just some person on a poster with a picture of a rig or a smile or his dog with him. This is a real guy you can text with, you can talk to, and who will take good care of you. He'll work with you personally to get what you deserve. Check out reedfirm.com, reedfirm.com, or give him a call, 777-7333. All right. You know what it's time for, baby. Let's do it.
He's Patrick, he's an angry SOB. Patrick, are you freaking kidding me? Patrick, right here on PATB. Suck it, man, this guy is really pissed. Angry Patrick.
All right, guys. Earlier this week, a 20-year-old blind cat named Tiki was, I know, right? Was rescued from an icy pond in Westford, Massachusetts after he was spotted stranded on a piece of cracking ice. A pair of nearby workers, Chris and Nate, used a rowboat to save the struggling cat. Animal control officials quickly took him to the vet to be treated for hypothermia. Later, Tiki's owners were located, and by that evening, he was back home recovering after the harrowing ordeal. What an amazing feel-good story that is, right? Are you freaking feel good for who? While you were busy lifting up each other's skirts and blowing sunshine up each other's asses, you didn't notice you ruined everything. Do you know how long Mr. Tiki had been planning that moment? He's 20 years old. Do the cat math on that shit, animal lovers. That's 172 in cat years. Tiki, the 172-year-old blind cat who finally got out of the house, spent hours finding his way to the ice just so he could end it all. And now what all in the world he wanted was to end it, but his selfish ass owners just,
Selfish.
Are you kidding me, man? Now you're trying to lure him with balls of yarn, squeaky mouse toys. He just wants to lay his fat ass in the window until he dies. But no, you guys see him doing nothing. You're like, Mr. Tiki needs some exercise. He's like, bitch, I'm not on the Ozempic challenge. I just want to lay my fat ass right here, throw my back leg up in the air, and lick my own yam bag until I hack a hairball while staring directly into your soul. I didn't want to scratch a post. I don't want to chase remote control balls. I damn sure don't want any more of that so-called fancy feast. I just wanted to lay on the ice, go to sleep, and 11 minutes later, I'm a cat popsicle. Now all I can do is sit, look out the window, and force you to watch me put my tongue bath on my baby boulder. So enjoy. Next up, Haley Welch, a.k.a. Hawk to a Girl, in the news. Not in a good way, not in a good way. Investors in Welch's meme coin, known as $Hawk token, have accused Tua the Moon Foundation of unlawfully promoting and selling cryptocurrency that was never properly registered.
Yeah.
Plaintiffs accused those behind the whirlwind crypto sale of capitalizing on her celebrity status to create a frenzy and taking advantage of first-time cryptocurrency participants who had substantial losses after the value plummeted more than 90%. Well, you do have to look out for the little guy, right? Are you freaking taking advantage of first-time buyers? If the very first time you invest in crypto, it's a meme coin
Thank you.
named after a 22-year-old
Thank you.
whose sole claim to fame is the quote, "You got to give him that hawk to it and spit on that thing."
Thank you.
And you're suing then? It's because your IQ bottomed like an 89 Camaro with busted shocks. The name of the currency is meme coin. And you said, seems legit. Did you also load up on fart coin? Yeah, no, you heard me right. I said fart coin as invisible money named after anal acoustics. It's a real thing. People give them money. Why? Because there are just some people who think money inspired by cracking your cornhole is an innovative investment. So if there's a group of TikTokers who lost their $200 investment in coins based on an air biscuit, well, Yankee my wanky, young idiots. You think anytime you make a bad choice, it's the world's responsibility? We owe you something? I'll tell you what we owe you. Here's your compensation. I'll drop me pantalones, bend over, and let you pucker up and kiss me right on the turd cutter. But on the bright side, now you can get your money back and invest it in Diddy dollars. I agree. That's gonna be good. And finally, speaking of huge, boy, this news story circled back this week and such a blessing. For all of us. A man who was allegedly high on meth reportedly fought off over a dozen police officers while publicly masturbating at the same time. Andrew Freight, 37, made a series of outbursts, then began masturbating in an Oregon restaurant. Incredibly, police were unable to subdue Frey with a taser. It took 15 officers to finally take him into custody and stop pleasuring himself. Are you fucking kidding? You're telling me it took 15 of you to stop a man who could only fight with literally one arm and only part of his conscious mind? Was this the blind police division or maybe the all-amputee SWAT team? But as heinous as this may seem, as disgusting as this guy waxing the weasel in broad daylight is, you have to admire his commitment to finish what he started. I mean, look, I've had moments where I was seconds from reaching the magical mountaintop. and I catch a leg cramp and it's over. There's no finish. There's no firing of ye old rusty cannon. No releasing of fed hounds. No penile vortex in the forecast. But this guy, the real Cobra Commander, was so focused on making that happen, he was able to keep it going as he fought off officers. Now, did he switch hands a time or two? Maybe. But did he miss a beat? Hell no, he didn't. He beat it like it owed him money. This guy's a superhero that's emerged to lead us men out of the wilderness into wildebeest mode. Was it the first time he took Viagra? Maybe it was more than 4 hours, because dudes get that. At that 4-hour mark, you'll do anything to make it go down. Pinch it, poke it, think about baseball, try to think about your mom, slap it against the bathroom cabinet 5, 10 times. Finally, you just go into survival mode. The only thing you can do is try that hot to it thing, you know? But that doesn't explain why in public. But maybe he challenged himself to make it happen at all costs. Maybe after 4 hours in meth, you hit temporary insanity and you tell yourself, even the demons won't stop you from achieving the O-face. Honestly, though, arrested, somebody get this guy a cape and keep him away from our wives, if you don't mind.
Right.
All right, that's
Hey,
it.
that
That's
guy
it.
for president 2028.
Oh, yeah, no, he definitely, whatever the next one is, he should definitely be on the ticket.
The multitasking.
Can you imagine the
is
level
amazing.
of commitment that it must take to do that, man?
I'm here for it.
What do you think, man? 15 guys, Joe. 15.
15 cops tasing
15
him
cops
while
tasing
he's,
him.
while he's hitting it.
You know, when he tased, it probably just made his grip stronger, and he was like, yeah!
Cops are stacking their donuts on it. I don't know.
Yeah. They're playing ring toss.
Oh my.
Oh, that's great. That's great, man. That's great.
That's my hero.
Yeah, no, it definitely is a hero, man. I mean, look, I've never had that much concentration on anything in my damn life. You know what I
Especially
mean?
on meth.
No, that definitely changes your attention span, doesn't it? Yeah,
does,
for sure.
A little bit.
All right. Hey, let me, Chad and Amanda, let me bring these guys up real quick. They have been patiently waiting, and I want to get them up here.
Come on. Make love to the mic.
Wait to come break some shit.
Yeah, you need to go break some shit, man. You'll have fun, Darren. Come on up here, man. What's going on, my brother? How are you, man? Good to see you, man.
What's going on, brother?
What's going on, man?
First time on the business.
Your first time caller, long time listener.
Yeah, this is wicked, bro.
You like the studio?
Man.
It is cool, isn't it, man? Yeah,
I feel
game.
like I'm in the Millennium Falcon or something.
Yeah, no, it kind of does. It's supposed to kind of feel that way. You know, I wanted something that nobody else had, and I got to thank Bob Sarr and the team over at Game Time Raps, because who knew you could rap brick?
Dude, that's crazy.
I mean, it is crazy. Everybody comes in and goes, "Who painted this?" And I'm like, "Bro, that's a rap.
It's cool.
That is Game Time Raps. That's how good they are, man. That's amazing, isn't it?" It is. It is. We're thankful to them for helping us, stepping up and doing that for us. They're awesome people. But let me not be rude. This is Darren Riggin. How are you, my brother?
Man, I'm good, man. It's good to see you again, brother.
He is by trade a contractor, and he does a great job. But you're
Shout out
here,
to my crew who's
Yeah.
working hard right now.
But you're here today in the name of your band and music, right?
Me and this cat here started a little band about a year ago.
And hold on, who is this cat?
That is
introduce
Jeremy
yourself.
Kramer.
All right, Jeremy Kramer. Jeremy, do you speak?
I do speak.
There you go. See? All right, just making sure. Just making sure, man. So tell me about the band. What's the name, first of all?
Death Metal Disco.
Death Metal. That is a phenomenal name. DMD. And that's a hit right there. You ought to get airplay on that alone.
It's something that we've said for me and some friends of mine have kind of said for years. We just, like, okay, cool, or toodaloo, go with God and don't carry any wooden nickels. Stupid stuff to
Yeah,
say.
just dumb stuff.
And
Yeah.
then, man, we were writing on a chalkboard like for a year, trying to come up with, and then we were mixing words and looking up words in the dictionary, and we're just kind of checking
Yeah.
them off. And everybody hated everything, and that one just kind of seemed to stick.
Mm-hmm. It's a great name. I mean, I get it. Now, but how does that? But what kind of music are you playing, really?
Man, you know me. It's heavy. I mean, it's not death metal. We're just
No, I would.
we're
I've
crazy rock guys.
I would always have labeled you as a hard rock guy. I mean,
Something like
some people might say metal, but it would be the older type metal versus the speed metal. You know, you guys always have had a really rich, dynamic, full-throated hard rock sound to me.
And I like to say, we do a little screaming, but we sing.
Yeah.
Too. So obviously there's bands out there that don't sing at all.
No, I know my
so
son loves them all.
Exactly.
That was
The
8
pig
of them right
squealing.
there.
Have you heard the big squealers?
No,
It's
I
a
don't
genre,
usually
bro.
ever Google anything like that.
Do it.
Oh,
I mean,
That's
it's
you mean
like,
the sound? Oh wow!
I mean, they literally take and they end up turning it into. I mean, it's
And that's a
it's
thing.
subgenre. I swear.
Jesus
It's
Christ, man!
super
How
hard.
far down the barrel have we gone?
Google that.
I guess we're just going to start throwing up emojis next. You know, I mean, just guitars and emojis. You know.
That's all you need.
All right. So what? How? When did the band form? You said a year ago.
So, man, about a year ago, we lost a dear friend to suicide, and we played that benefit
Yeah.
at the Rev Room for him and raised some money for the family. And we just enjoyed playing together and kind of just kept going and picked a name and wrote some songs. And,
Yeah.
so we've been going at it about another year past that, and we've got a gig January 3rd at Sticky's.
At Sticky's, yeah,
man.
baby. January 3rd at Sticky Fingers. And that is, I'm going to tell you what, man, if you want to have a good time, you want to enjoy music and in a good place, Sticky's is a great place to do it, man, because every seat's a good seat there. The stage is elevated really nice there, and the sound is always
Great sound.
outstanding.
Chris King's great.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's done a lot to help us.
Yeah, no, I love Chris. I love Chris and Suzanne. They're both fine people, man.
Absolutely.
So, tell me, Jeremy, about your journey in music. I mean, what what inspired you? When did you first, get into music?
Man, I probably.
And Johann, don't jump in.
I'm listening.
Okay, if you have a question, you ask it now.
I probably started when I was like 16.
Oh, okay.
Picked up the guitar, sitting in my bedroom, locked myself in there for hours on end, and just started playing. And then when I moved down to Arkansas, started playing with some guys, and took off from there. So it's been a long journey.
He's actually from across the salt pond.
Yeah. I was born in England. And
Oh, you were born in England.
I was,
Oh,
yeah.
wow. Okay. Now, how long were you there?
I was there till I was about 8.
So you still have some memories of it.
A little bit, as a kid,
Yeah.
you remember some things.
You remember the food sucked.
It does. Yeah. Hey, we ate baked beans on toast. I mean, come on. That's a thing.
For breakfast.
Yeah, for breakfast.
Oh, man, you'd be farting all day, man.
Sure would.
There's a bunch of kids shitting in the room, man. That's an
Tomato and an egg in there.
Oh,
that's a big English
That's a
breakfast.
recipe for
That's
something
an English.
pretty
That's a
nasty.
recipe
Yeah.
for colonic. I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay,
Then moved to New York, and then moved down to Arkansas.
man, that is a wild ride.
It was.
England, New York, Arkansas.
Down to here. I was like
There has to be a
16.
female involved somewhere.
Well, my parents. That's
Oh,
what it
that's
was.
who your
Yeah, my
parents-
dad
okay.
got a job, and
Yeah.
had to move down here. But anyway, started playing as a young teenager, and then moved up into playing in bands around town. Started with Pegasus way back in the day, and then Jet 420.
Hold on, Pegasus, man.
Yeah, do you
wait
remember
a
that?
minute. Yeah, I do remember
Okay,
that,
that
man.
was with Blake Murchison. Jerry was on vocals. I can't remember the other guys.
I'm trying to remember who else it was. Yeah, I sure as hell remember
Yeah.
them. I do remember.
Yeah, and I was about 16 at that time.
Yeah,
so,
I do remember that. That's
it was
crazy,
very,
man.
very cool. And then started playing with Misdemeanor.
Yeah,
you know the
with,
guys. at
Eric
Misdemeanor.
Ellis.
Yeah,
Robin. He goes by Robin these days, I think. But Zeke, I call it
You know,
Zeke.
And I love, I knew him
Zeke,
in
yeah.
high school. Yeah, we played together in high school.
Did you really?
Yeah,
you played
man.
with Zeke?
I've
in
known
high
him
school?
forever. We, we
You
went
know,
to-
it was my best friend when I was in like 7th, because I went to Cloverdale. So we went to
Unreal.
school together over at Cloverdale.
yeah, at McClellan High School, they had this thing every year called Sounds of Now, and
Yes,
we would all
of
put
course.
together.
Yeah. I remember. Okay, I did not
great,
know.
Great
that
friend. He's a great guy.
Man, he was that dude played guitar from damn near the time he was born, bro. His brothers,
Really
were
talented guy.
musical too, but very talented guitar player, that's for sure. So how did you get it? You've been in music from the time you were young as well.
And yeah, I started out playing snare drum.
He's an actual badass drummer, by the way.
Yeah,
Junior high, man, and I just get anything musical. I can't hardly get
yeah.
my hands off of it.
yeah.
And while I'm at, shout out to our drummer, Drew Allen.
Drew.
Oh, okay.
drummer
you got Drew.
extraordinaire.
Yeah, man.
And Rick Hall is our bass player.
Okay.
And, they wanted to be here today, but they have
They have jobs and shit. I get it. It's early in the morning.
I'm not going to let people assign me tasks. I mean, come on.
No, that's what my wife asked me. She was like the other day. She goes, "Why do you get up so early?" I was like, "Well, 'cause that's when the show is." She said, "But why do you do the show that early?"
Yeah.
And I said, "Well, that's when
People are used to hearing you.
hearing me
That's right.
here, so that's why I start." I said, "One day when I grow up and the show gets big, I can do it at night like, a talk show. But today I need to show up where my people are, so that's why I show up and get up.
I was hoping she would be here, but now I know why.
Yeah, no,
it's too damn early.
It's too early right now for her. She's got other stuff going on. She'll be, you'll be seeing more of her soon. I promise you that. We've been working on some things, and we've got some really exciting stuff coming after the new year. We've been layering in some more stuff. I don't know if you've been watching, but XFL Jim, for example, that dude's absolute insanity, and he's a riot. But we've got Joe Exotic calls in every week.
Dude,
now.
I saw that. What? That's so cool.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is cool, isn't it? Yeah. I was telling someone, matter of fact, it was Laura. I was telling her yesterday. I said, what the weirdest thing is? Look, I know that he's infamous and famous, but when you answer the phone and he goes, "Hey, Patrick," you're like,
That's crazy.
"That's me."
Yeah,
He's
he's talking about me.
That's me. He wasn't like, "What's up, man?" It's like, "Hey, Patrick."
Dude, you are giving him a resurgence. I mean, he's back.
Man, I'm trying to get him out there. I mean, look,
You trying to get him out?
Is he still in jail?
Yeah,
He is in jail?
He is, and no, I am trying to help him at least get someone to look at it, because if you look at the evidence of his case, I mean, it's outrageous that he's incarcerated for life.
Right.
I mean, he didn't even make it to where a murder was supposed to happen. He didn't even try. No one was hurt. No, he didn't try to hurt anyone.
Yeah, it's like a dumb TV show led them to all of this.
Well, it's like, he got railroaded. They put him on a bunch of charges and stacked him up and got him,
Like they said in the beginning, man, those Tiger people are crazy.
Yeah, no, I mean,
nuts.
and sometimes, I mean, he's very animated, very outspoken, and he probably at times hasn't been his best advocate.
I think I heard you say on the air that there are more tigers in Texas than free in all of the world.
Yes, that is correct.
Fucking
That
crazy.
is absolutely crazy. Yeah, I mean, it's true though. Yes, because so many people at one point had them as pets, and now they have pets or sanctuaries in Texas. You can own a lot of things like a tiger.
Yeah.
You can't just you have a tiger. Police officer comes to your door and a tiger comes with you. He's probably gonna smoke it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
'Cause you can't have that here, man. You can't do that.
I didn't know he got life. He's in there
Yeah,
for life?
yeah.
I didn't know it was that long. I
No,
thought
it's
he got
ridiculous,
time.
isn't it?
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. I mean, he's in there for a long, long time,
Wow.
and I think it's a travesty because as I've said many times, I watch the ID channel. I see these true crime stories. I see these guys who've abducted their women. They've, done horrific things to them. And then you see that 13 years later, they're getting out. And I'm like, and this guy who allegedly paid $3,000 to an inept hitman who never made it to the state the person
He
lived
was
in,
never even intending to go.
somehow
He didn't even care.
deserves to be in there more.
Wow.
Wow. That's
What do you think about Baskin? Do you think did the husband ever surface?
No, he didn't. But they talked about that. I don't know what happened, man. I have no idea.
I think he bailed.
I think. Look, did you see her? Wouldn't you have?
Yes.
I would have disappeared too. I mean, I'm not going to tell her I'm leaving. I'm just going to leave. I mean, she's crazy.
Yes.
And if you look at her and you go, that was crazy, she might kill me. No, I'm just going to leave.
What's crazy is she wants to do what he was doing.
Yeah.
That's what I didn't.
No,
I guess
they
the point
showed-
of the show is, she wants all the tigers.
Yeah. That's
No one else can have any.
Right. That's what she wanted. Now they've distributed them, but her sanctuary was no better. It was never any better than his was.
She had like all these.
She
these
just had
people
the law on
working
her
for
side.
for free.
Yeah.
Like 200, 300 people like working for nothing.
Yeah. and afterwards you found out. But if you look too on joeexoticofficial.com, he's got all this evidence that's in his appeal on there. I mean, it shows you text messages between people. It shows you videos of confessions. I mean, there's a litany, like it's no small amount of evidence that's there. And you're like, and they won't give him a new trial because what? They won't at least hear this appeal because what? But they can pick and choose if they want to or they don't want to hear the appeal. And they can just let it sit there and wither on the vine.
It's the craziest story I've ever heard of.
It's definitely way up there, and it's one of those stories that I didn't even know this because I had wrongfully assumed at least Joe had some money at some point.
Right.
But he said, first time I talked to him, he was in prison 2 years before Tiger King came out.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, so he didn't get jack diddly squat from it. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know.
Pretty cool though that you got him on here.
It's super dope
Yeah.
to be able to talk to him. But and we've got, the Looney Bin comes in on Friday, brings amazing comedians like this guy right here,
That's
who
great.
has been working all over the world, has worked with the best of the best, is among the best of the best, and
Yeah, but
performers.
I admire these guys because I've tried to be in bands, and
Ah.
that's like herding cats. But a lot of times,
Well, I will tell you,
yeah.
you get 4 or 5 adults, grown men or whatever, and to get them to gel together,
Right.
everybody's got issues, whatever else. But
Right.
we seem to get along real well, and that's part of the key.
That's
of it all,
the key.
you know?
That's
You
the
know,
key.
I think Jack Daniels might help.
that
Just-
does
just a
help.
little
Help it or kill it.
Yeah.
one or
It
the
helps
other.
for a while.
That's sort of our ritual, though, isn't it? Like,
I mean, it is. It's like we can't even hardly plug in without a shot.
we do a shot,
Yeah.
and then we play, and then we do
Well, you
another
just
one.
got to lubricate the chassis when you get older,
Yeah, I think you do.
I'm going to
You
leave that
do.
alone.
Yeah, probably better that you do. Yeah, he said, hold on. Oh, there we go. I love that. So tell me again, when is your show at Sticky?
Friday, January 3rd. I think the show starts at about 8 with a local band called Aurora.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then I think we can shoot a link to that band. I don't know anybody in it, but Chris put it together, and I have
Okay.
ultimate faith in him.
Yeah, no, they always have great acts over there. I have great faith in Chris and them over there.
And this
Yes.
is our
And Samantha at the Rev.
This is basically our first show. So yeah. hopefully
Oh,
we have
that's
some
so
big
so
stuff.
people can come out for the inaugural performance.
Yes.
That's really cool,
So
actually.
we'll be tearing it down in 2020.
Now, what about online? Do you have some music? Do you have a page? What do you got online?
We've got a couple
do.
of songs that we could link. I don't know.
Okay, you don't have a page yet for your band?
Yeah,
or
we need to
anything?
do that.
No.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
we
probably a
do.
good idea
Yeah, it
for
would be good.
marketing purposes, just to maybe have a page somewhere or a website or shit. I don't
I'd
know.
rather
a
people
business
just call.
card.
Yeah, something.
Yeah. Now, how can I find you? I don't know.
Yeah.
Like literally, we got this gig, and I was like, I gotta go.
Yeah,
Patrick.
it's all kind of going like 1,000 miles an
that's-
hour now.
no, this is what happens actually. I'm being silly, but the chemistry happened so quickly and everything came together so
did.
quickly that you really, it's been like a lightning storm. You hadn't had
is.
time to get everything done, and there's only
Yeah.
a handful of you to do it.
Yeah, and we, the show came up, and all of a sudden, we're on the air with you,
Right,
and we're like,
right.
it's coming
Yeah,
fast.
we found out like the night before last. I'm like, let me reach out to Patrick. Let's
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
some shirts. We need stickers. And
No, that's
all that.
very
great,
cool.
man. That is awesome. No, I think it's great, man. I know the bands that you've been associated with
For sure.
before,
Yeah.
Land of Mines, etc.
Yeah, man.
Great band.
And man, I mean, they were always great.
I
So
appreciate
I
that.
have full
appreciate that.
faith that you'll be delivering this time too.
Guarantee it.
Hell yeah, I guarantee it, man. So you check them out for sure. Hey, let's do this, shall we? And man, I want you to participate because we're going to talk about crazy people.
Oh, okay. My family. All right.
Yeah, probably.
This is the segment, not like the other. People do stupid shit, you say, oh brother. Hey, it's not a copy or a clone.
This is really cool.
Any previous bit. But if you think so, hey, we don't give a shit.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys.
Wackadoo, in the news.
That's really unfair to you that I play that hit song right after we talked about
No,
your
it's good
music.
stuff. It's good stuff.
I'm
We
really
sound
sad.
just like that.
No, if you did, you'd be selling out arenas. I've got my first arena show coming up very soon, and I hope that you
We'll be
guys
happy
might
to open.
consider opening. Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great. All right, so let's talk about some of this crazy stuff that's going on. And here you go. Billie Jean is a rescue chicken. Let's start with that.
All
A
right.
rescue chicken. Just think about that for a minute. A rescue chicken. Okay. Living at the Railway Inn in the UK at Gloucestershire, has become a local celebrity because of her adventurous spirit and her signature high visibility jacket. Known for following pub goers and kids to school, Billie's explorations led to concerns from locals about her safety. So that's why they put the yellow jacket. Since donning the high vis gear, she's become even more beloved, with some suggesting they should add blue jeans to the wardrobe for some extra flair. Yeah, you already added the weight of a jacket. You think it wants the blue jeans too? A high vis vest chicken.
Don't eat this chicken.
I don't know. If I see chicken, I just think buffalo sauce.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. I'm going to fry it.
Ranch.
And I'll think if I'm taking the jacket off or not. A TikTok theory from 2023 reignited panic with gym goers convinced they can catch chlamydia from gym equipment. The hysteria began after a fitness influencer shared a story about being diagnosed with chlamydia coming from a gym, a towel contaminated by sweat. His story went viral, but it's been debunked repeatedly, but somehow it's back out there again that people think they can catch chlamydia from a towel at the gym.
I can't believe somebody would even come up and even say that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Tell me,
something you'd be wanting to hide, I would think, even if it was true.
yeah, how did you catch chlamydia the first
from
time?
the
Man,
gym.
I'll tell you,
I got mine the old-fashioned way.
we were in the back of this car.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's exactly how it happens. In a bathroom somewhere at a Denny's. I'm not saying I've been there. I'm just saying that it could be, you know. Move over, hot chocolate. Hot Dr. Pepper is taking the stage as the season's most expected winter beverage. Unexpected. TikTok creators have brought back the retro drink with tutorials showing how to warm the soda and add lemon slices. Warm Dr. Pepper with lemon slices. Could you get down to that?
No.
No, that
I don't even like Dr. Pepper. So.
I think that I would leave my wife if she handed me that. I'm going to be honest, that's insane. Who thought about heating up Dr. Pepper?
She would want you to leave.
No, definitely would want me. That's insane. Okay, here we go. Oh no, here, let me do this one. All the guy did was start one shootout at a Wingstop, and he got banned from all of them. In Indianapolis, Lawrence Sneed pleaded guilty to pointing a gun in a restaurant where he ended up getting shot and losing a kidney. Witnesses say that he showed up to the restaurant drunk. An argument started with employees. He pulled out a gun, and the employee also pulled out a gun and shot his ass.
I can't believe these people shooting each other over fries and shit. This happens all the time.
Man, you know what? There somehow, some way, all the rage of the world transferred to the fast food places.
I swear.
I mean, these people have been under more fire than most soldiers lately. You know what I mean? Or they're losing their mind at the customers. And somebody the other day got stabbed by an employee at a restaurant. They jumped over the counter trying to whoop them, and the employee stabbed them.
Yeah.
You know, but all of them now, I mean, hell, you ought to be strapped.
Well, gangsters run McDonald's, so
Do
you
they?
ought to know. I mean, yeah, you can't go up in McDonald's and mess around, man. You get hurt.
Well, you know, most of the Waffle Houses are now like to go. You can't even go in anymore.
No?
Yeah, it's
I
all
went-
to go.
A lot of it is to go. I went into a Waffle House, man, I don't remember where it was at, but I went in the Waffle House, and they didn't even have the jukebox going. They had a boom box sitting on the bar, and they're playing some real aggressive music and
Don't
real
you
loud.
dare touch them. Don't you dare
And
touch them.
it was just insanity, man. It was insanity. I was like, what in the world is going on here? No, it's cool. So, yeah, no, that's great. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, no, good job. Good job. All right. Anyway, well, I want to thank you guys very
for
much
having
for
us.
coming on
Really, yeah.
and being here, man.
We'll get our Facebook page going.
Yes, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
stick
man.
around, guys, for a little
Thanks so
bit.
much, Patrick. Yeah,
We're gonna
man.
have
Thank
a
you,
live-
man.
Yeah, and come on up, guys. Bring y'all up here. That's right. You walk in, you sit down. That's how it works here. You walk in, you sit down. Come on, JP. You don't act like you're brand new.
Oh, yeah.
Come on. You're not brand new, son. Get on over here. Get on over here, my man. How you doing, brother? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. You got yourself trimmed up there. You got yourself right there. So who put you in the game?
What's that?
Who put you in the game?
Courtney.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy enough. That's all his name is. Courtney.
Courtney.
No last name or nothing.
No, where does Courtney cut at?
Courtney's barbershop. Out on Main Street. Just straight up. I think it's just called Courtney Barbershop. But
Okay.
yeah, shout out to it on Main Street. Love Courtney.
Yeah. Courtney put you in the game. I'll tell you that. Looks
Yeah,
good.
got me
Courtney
good.
did a good job, man. What's going on, man? I'm Patrick.
Hi, Nick. Nice to meet you.
Nick, good to meet you. Listen, see how I'm on this mic like this?
Yeah.
That's where you want to be.
Okay.
That's where you want to be. Yeah, just right there.
Nice.
So, what do you guys got going on this weekend, man? You got something popping off, don't you?
Next Thursday, December 26th, we're doing the After Christmas Comedy Special at the Joint Comedy Theater.
Okay.
8 p.m. It's going to be me and JP, hosted by D So Funny. Yeah, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Well, congratulations on that big special that you got coming up,
Thank you
man.
so much. Yeah, this weekend gonna be a lot of prepping for that. Honestly, we got the liquor and everything, so we're gonna got to figure out how to work that into it. But
Yeah, well, that's great, man. That's great. So, tell me about your comedy career, man. How long you been doing comedy?
About as long as JP, 8 years.
8 years.
Started about the same time. Yep.
Okay. And you performed in some different places all over the place, or are you mainly performing locally? How are you doing it?
It was locally till I moved. I moved recently to. I travel for work, so I was living in OKC for a little while, but now I live in San Diego.
Oh, really? In San Diego? Wow. Okay. What's that like?
It's a bunch of comedy clubs out there. It's like 7 or 8, just like grouped up in one area. So I've been getting a lot of work out of there.
Really? What's it like living in San Diego right now? Is it cool? Is it good? Is it bad? What's it all about over there these days?
I like it. According to the locals, you live there if you don't want to live in LA. Because it's not as overpopulated. So
yeah, no, I lived in LA briefly, and it is not a fun place to live. I'll be honest with you. I did not enjoy it very much at all.
Yeah, I've done a few shows there, but I don't think I will live there full time. I just drive in, do what I got to do, and go back. So.
Gotcha. What's been going on with you, man? How you been doing, JP?
Man, I've been making it. Just a whole lot of just got done doing hosting at the Looney Bin last week, so that was fun.
Awesome, man. That's awesome.
Henry Coleman, that was a fun time.
Yeah, man. Henry was great. We enjoyed having him on the show. Very funny guy, and I know he killed it all the shows this past weekend.
His shows are way different. If y'all have not seen him live, come to one of them actual shows where like the people, like his fans, are like crazy, like want to talk to him, while he's on stage. He's
so very interesting guy, man. He's got a real different disposition about him, but he's good, man. I liked him a lot.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Who was your favorite comic growing up, man? Who inspired you?
So me and JP grew up watching Chappelle's show together.
Oh, there you go. That's
before I knew what stand-up was. We just were watching the actual show, so it probably started with Chappelle.
Well, that's if there's probably not a better one to say. I mean, that's among the top of the food chain to me. The Chappelle show, I think, is the greatest sketch comedy series of all time. I like it way better than, I mean, SNL has had many great sketches, but if you compare all the sketches they've done and all the sketches Chappelle's done, and you look at the quality, there's no question. I mean, Chappelle, how many fails did he have on a sketch? Almost none. You know, even his bad sketches are good.
That's what makes him so good.
Yeah, no, you're right. You know, I still miss Charlie Murphy, man. That dude is one of my favorites of all time, man. Charlie Murphy. He was such a unique voice of his time and era. Amanda, will you get him set up over there for performing here in just a minute? Thank you so much. And JP, tell people again, who is your favorite comedian coming up?
Oh man, yeah. Like I said, Dave Chappelle was like a huge influence. Outside of that, actual like when he came to actual on stage comedy, I was a Donald Glover fan going.
Oh, okay. Really, Donald Glover? That's interesting, man. Yeah, he's a very talented guy. He's one of those guys, kind of like Jamie Foxx, who has multiple skill sets and he's good at all of them.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that Donald Glover is also a rapper as well as an actor too, you know, and he's very accomplished as a rapper. He's had pretty good success, I think, in that.
Yeah, Childish Gambino, that's his rap name.
Childish Gambino.
Yeah, I feel like, he definitely, I honestly don't know if he's still doing stand-up and stuff like that. I think it's just straight music now. So now I'm just going back and watching other stuff on YouTube, just listen.
I know, didn't he have a show called Atlanta, or wasn't he on a show called Atlanta?
Yeah, Atlanta. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was thinking he was in a show like that was really good.
Yeah,
he was in that in Community, I think.
Was he on Community also?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay, I did not know that. Amanda said he's stupid funny. Yeah, he's stupid funny. Huh? Oh, that's what I said. Stupid funny. Yeah, I got you. I hear you. She's over there speaking from the corner. She can't even. Yeah. Anyway, so again, when is your show?
December 26th.
Okay, December 26th.
At the Joint Comedy Theater in Argenta.
All right, man. All right. Well, man, guys, thank y'all so much for coming in, man. I've got a full house today, so I'm gonna swap you back out. I'm sorry, man, but I got such a full house today.
No, thank you. Appreciate it.
No, we're so glad to be able to help you out. You know, good luck on the show and everything.
Thank you, man.
And stick around, and I'll try to get you back up in a little bit. Okay.
Okay.
All right, Amanda. Yeah, and Chad, y'all can come back up. Come on back.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I told everybody this morning. I said it's going to be musical chairs today. You know, you taking the potato?
I want to play with it some.
Yeah, what's with that?
What do you think the potato is about?
It's just not her bean.
What's the potato's purpose?
To be a potato,
Be the best potato it can be.
right?
Yeah.
No idea.
What story do you?
I think we've lost him, Amanda.
You lost him.
I think so.
Yeah, Amanda's in the
stumped 'em.
wilderness. Yeah, no, we stumped them.
right.
So yeah, it was great to see those guys, man. It was great to see. I'm glad that they came up and real thankful for everybody that's been involved today. It's been a good show so far. So let's get into something a little bit different here that I wanted to talk about. I think might be of interest to you.
Is it the potato?
It is not the damn potato. I promise you that. Hold
Chad,
on.
can I get potato stickers?
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, we can probably make that happen.
Or do I need to talk to Kristin about that?
You can probably talk to her.
All right.
I'm committed to the potato.
Like the rocks.
So this is a phenomenon that, and an interesting statistic that's come out. And I'm sure everybody now that you don't have cable, you have streaming services and you have lots of different, options and things. These days, just about anything you want to watch is a click away, but not everybody's happy about it. Some folks who use streaming services say they're overwhelmed by all the options available.
Mm-hmm.
So this poll says that the average person spends about 110 hours a year or 5 days looking for something to watch online.
Right.
All right.
5 days a year
Wow.
just looking.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You
The
see, you think
doom
that's about
scroll.
right?
I'll look for 30 minutes, 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Sometimes. It's just stuff I don't want to watch. This,
Yeah.
I don't want to
Yeah.
watch that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever looked for 30, 45 minutes and then not watch something?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like scrolling
God.
becomes the
And
new
just go-
watching somehow.
Just go F it. Yeah, it really is.
You just click on it and you think about it for a second while
Yeah.
you watch the preview and you're like, I might watch that
Okay.
next.
Or I'll start scrolling and then it's usually stuff that I've already seen, and so I'll like think about that show or that movie
Yeah.
or whatever and be like, do the Cliff Notes version in my
Yeah,
head, and
yeah.
I'm like, yeah, no,
Nah,
I'm
nah,
good.
I'm good.
Oh, it's got that one scene I don't want
Nah,
to see,
nah,
you
yeah.
know, and just keep scrolling.
Right.
Yeah, or you still switch out from, no, let me go from
Yeah.
Netflix. I'll go over to
Yeah,
Tubi.
F it.
And then you get in Tubi and half of those,
Yeah.
sometimes I get amused reading the
Yeah.
descriptions, looking at the covers,
Yeah.
because some of those movies are real shitty over there.
Oh yeah.
And you look at the cast and you're like, oh,
Oh,
man,
yeah.
that's real special right
Oh
there.
man, those are my favorite when you get those like D-list movies or whatever, and it's like,
Yeah, if Casper
oh,
Van Diem's in it.
yeah.
It's probably
Oh,
going to
we're
be.
watching it. We're
Mhm.
watching it. I'm
Yeah.
loving it.
But I
Yeah.
usually give up and just watch, Sharktopus or something
Yes.
weird. Like I'll just watch this because
That's my guy right there. Yes.
You don't have
Yeah.
to care about that.
Yeah.
Right?
Sharktopus
I know it's gonna
versus,
suck, and that's
you
what I
know,
want.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can scroll on my phone. I
Yeah.
can talk. I can do anything because it doesn't matter what's
Yeah.
happening. And then I can look at the screen and go, "Oh, those graphics are horrible." Then I can go
Let's
back to
watch.
talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
It's a good time.
Yeah, and always good to do a little spliffage before you watch Sharktopus.
Oh, yeah.
Sharktopus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've made all kinds of shark hybrids now, haven't they?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Sharknado spawned 14
Sharknado.
billion
Right.
different clones.
That is probably my favorite trilogy, I guess.
Sharknado.
Well, it's beyond a trilogy now, isn't it? Because there's
There's like 37,000.
yeah.
of them.
I mean,
There's a bunch.
God.
Yeah,
Ian Zellweger or whatever his name is.
I think that's Renee Zellweger. I think Ian
Ian
Ziering.
Zurich, whatever,
Yeah.
whatever.
You butchered that.
Whatever, Bassinger, Basinger, whatever.
Right.
Like, I don't know.
Who cares?
Lanolin, who knows?
Basing or Bassing. It's Eminem's mom.
Yeah,
Whatever.
whatever it is.
Who
Yeah,
cares?
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
don't care.
Uh,
Is Tara in it?
Let's see, what else does it say? It says, while 3/4 of respondents appreciate the algorithms giving them recommendations, 51% say there's just too many of them because they want to watch everything that's recommended. Almost half of people do not have regular cable anymore.
Nope.
I would have thought it was way more than
Yeah.
that.
Me
I would have
too.
thought
Yeah.
maybe 70, 80% didn't
Yeah.
have cable anymore.
Yeah.
Who's still buying cable?
Old
What are
people.
they doing to give it to you?
Do they even know they're buying it?
I don't know.
Probably
I'm
not.
saying maybe they have
I
some
mean-
deals right now. Should I go back to cable? Are they offering
It's probably like the old,
unbeatable specials
You
now?
probably older people.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
thinking
they
older
don't like the
people.
internet and stuff
Oh,
like that, you know?
right.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with it.
Yeah,
But
no,
they
like
still got the box.
grandma's
Right.
like, I can't ever get the channel right. I get on two and I'm
The
stuck.
interwebs confuse
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
We would take my grandmother's remote control and like put a piece of cardboard or whatever over
Oh,
it,
yeah.
and it just had the cutout of the buttons. Like we put it on 4 and leave that bitch on 4 because if she got off of 4, we're getting a phone call and it's like,
So you had to hide all the other
hell
numbers.
yes, we did. Yes.
That is one of the
4.
greatest things
Yes,
I've ever
we
heard in my
had
life.
to. We
Power
had to.
and 4.
You
And
had to
then-
cover
yeah.
all but the 4
All
button.
but the 4 and the power and the volume.
Volume, yeah.
I mean, it's not like you needed the volume. It was all the way up.
Right.
Like you could hear it from the front door. Like, yep, grandma's watching,
The Wheel of Fortune.
her stories are
wheel
on.
watcher.
Yeah, she can't hear
Oh,
it or
man.
see it, but she sure as shit watching it, you know?
Did she pass away already?
She did.
It's
She-
good
yeah.
because she would have wept when
Yeah.
Pat Sajak retired.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But I don't think, I mean, she hasn't really
She
been
was a wheel
she-
watcher,
Yeah,
though.
she wasn't really aware of any of that. Like I
Oh.
said, she had cataracts in both eyes. She couldn't hear, but she sat this close to the TV and just kind of stared at it. And you're like, hey, Grandma.
I don't mean to
Hi.
be funny, but she was kind of like Tiki the cat.
That's fine.
Oh.
Hey, she'd been ready to go for a hot minute
That's
too.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Kind of like Tiki the cat.
Yeah.
Blind and tired and
if
old.
she If she could have gotten out the door herself,
Yeah.
she would have been
Yeah.
on that ice with Tiki.
That's
She'd be
it.
like,
You
"We
see, now
out."
that right
yeah.
there. That's why I love Amanda right there.
I'm
She'll
kinda-
lean into it.
Oh, yeah.
Jealous
All the way.
You get jealous of the older people because they don't have that problem with the picking what to watch. They know they want Good Morning America and Judge
Oh,
Judy,
man.
and that's it.
I want Judge Judy.
My grandma called them her programs.
The
I mean,
programs.
programs.
Yeah.
Damn
Yeah, yeah.
straight. Yeah.
Or my mom, the soaps.
The soaps.
Soap.
Yeah.
Yeah, every day.
I was never a soap person.
It was a schedule for her.
Oh, I wasn't either.
At 1 o'clock.
It was
At
the-
1 o'clock.
There's
one-
your childhood trauma.
Right?
Yeah. One Life to Live came on. At 2 o'clock, she was taking a nap.
Yep.
Right.
And I better not wake her up till 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
You know? And that's what she did every day.
And 4 o'clock is Judge Judy.
Yep.
No,
Or
she,
was.
no, she was cleaning house,
At
you know.
4, trying to
Yeah,
get
she was
ready.
getting ready
that
because
mad
dad
dash.
will be home, you know.
Yeah.
So you got to have the house clean, dinner ready. You know
Yeah,
how it was
he
then.
didn't know you
Oh,
had a
man.
nap.
No,
Those days.
no, he knew she had a nap, man. It wasn't quite that
He-
bad.
he
Bitch,
needed-
you sleeping?
What is wrong with you?
Where's my drink?
Where's my pork chop?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't quite that bad. I mean, it was bad, but it wasn't like that. You know, I didn't live in 8 Mile. You know.
Just Southwest.
Yeah, it was Southwest, but it wasn't 8 Mile. You know.
Bless it.
Yeah. So, talking more about your stand-up, man. No. So, you know, who else have you performed with that you really enjoyed working with? That you're like, man, I really feel like that was a good thing, man.
Oh, you know who I really always like working with was Harlan Williams.
Oh man,
Ooh.
what
I worked with him a couple times. He's
Yeah.
just a cool guy. He's so off the wall and weird. You know, you never know what
Yeah.
he's going to do. Actually, he reminded me a lot of Emo Phillips I worked with once.
I remember-
Remember Emo?
Yeah, of course I do, man.
Cool guys, you know. And Emo back when I was a kid, like I've seen him on TV all the time. In the
yeah.
late 70s, early 80s, you know, when I was little.
Yeah, it's
And,
so weird now. You know, if I were to reference Johnny Carson, for example,
Yeah.
half of people have no clue who the hell Johnny Carson is now.
Most,
You know-
most younger people, my daughter's people her age, I feel like their comedy knowledge goes back to about maybe Will Ferrell. You know, that's
no,
about
that's-
it. That's as far back as they go.
Yeah, Will Ferrell founded comedy.
Yeah.
for them,
You know, if they
right?
know Adam Sandler, I mean, they
Yeah.
couldn't pick Buster Keaton out of a lineup if they had to. You know, there's
And
no
I
way.
I saw Will Ferrell. You know, he's in a new movie. It's going to come out with Reese Witherspoon, and it's a new comedy that they're doing. But
Okay.
I was like, it's so weird right now because all the people that I thought were amazing in Hollywood, all the big celebrities of my childhood, they're all old as shit now.
Right.
They're old, man.
Dying.
And I looked at Will Ferrell and I went, Will, you're looking old, bro. Oh my God, man. I'm glad I don't, but you do, bro. I mean, yeah, no, it's wild to watch, you know, these big celebrities that you just loved and they start getting older.
Yeah.
And it's a weird place to be. You start to go, uh-oh. You know,
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
if they all
If they're
die,
starting to look like
If
that,
they're
they
all
got
dying.
money.
I'm next. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
It's my time, you know.
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's true. So, when you were a kid growing up, what TV shows did you watch? What were your favorite TV shows as a kid?
Like when I was a little kid,
Well,
like
just,
I don't know,
you know,
I remember watching Electric Company. Hey,
Oh, well,
you
not
guys,
that.
that
Not
show,
that little.
and then
That was a great show, though.
Yeah, it
You know,
was.
Morgan Freeman
Morgan
was on
Freeman
it?
started on
Yeah,
there.
Yeah.
Vincent the
Company.
Vegetable Vampire.
And then what was that cartoon? There was a cool cartoon. It's like I can't remember something Force, G-Force.
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 Oh hell yeah! With
that was
Tiny
my-
was
that
one
was
of the
my baby.
characters.
Yeah.
Man, you know what? You're the first human being on the planet I've met
Mhm.
who remembers that show.
I love that
Because
show.
I've been talking about that since I was little, and everybody's like, "What are you talking about?"
Oh, love that.
There's like a chick called the Princess Tiny.
Yep.
You know, they had this dope ass spaceship. I don't know. It was cool. You know,
G-Force.
It was
G-Force. That was the name of it. Yeah, and Scooby Doo.
I remember when I was a
Scooby-Doo.
kid, like I would get mad because I'd have to go to bed and I'd hear my parents in the living room, like they'd be watching Taxi and
Oh,
Johnny
yeah.
Carson and MASH. They'd watch a lot of MASH,
Yeah.
and I hear them laughing. I'm like, what is with those shows? You know,
Yeah, I always
Barney
wanted to
Miller.
see
You know,
Barney Miller. That's a
stuff
good
like
one.
that.
Hey, when you have a character and his name is Fish.
Or Wojciechowicz.
Yeah.
Remember Wojciechowicz?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
yeah, we would put you remember
Guardians of
in-
Space.
probably in the I know they were popular in the 80s. You'd go to the state fair or whatever and you'd win like a little square mirror.
Mhm.
We would
Yep.
Oh,
we would,
yeah,
we
yeah,
would
yeah.
Yep.
tape those on our doors and leave the door open enough that it reflected the TV so
Yeah.
we could watch the TV from our room.
Yeah.
Damn, that's
While
like
hearing
MacGyver
it.
shit.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
MacGyvered it. So
That's
and my
good.
parents didn't know that was what was going on, because every time they come by,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were watching it, and so we get to see a lot of that, although it was reverse and weirdly proportioned. I didn't know Johnny
got
Carson
the
was
point.
skinny until years later.
Yeah. Well, I used to watch scrambled channels till I'd see a
Oh,
nipple on there,
man.
for 2 seconds. Oh, there was a boob. I
Yeah.
saw a boob on
Yeah.
Cinemax.
See that?
Yeah, no, we had I never forget the first cable box we had only had 12 or 13 channels. It was a rectangular
Yep.
box with like
Slid it.
13
Buttons.
black buttons on the top.
Yeah.
And there were little holes in the side, and I would take a toothpick
Yep.
and work it until I could somehow it would get the signal to stop rolling
Mhm.
and start descrambling it.
Oh.
Yeah, and now it was either a flick constantly that was black and white,
Mhm.
or you could go a little faster and get the color.
Yeah.
And if it was nipples, we wanted the color.
Patrick
he
had that
definitely wanted
stuff
to-
down.
Yeah, you don't want a black and white nipple. It's not.
No.
It's
It's not
just,
the same.
it's just
Yeah,
a
it's
dull
not the
world.
Like a
same.
Hershey's Kiss.
Wow.
But
You
I have
guys are
at
lot
home.
more
I have
cultured
a
than that.
old replica. Remember the phone and like Andy Griffith with the you pick up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I showed it to my daughter, and I'm like, "What do you think that thing is?" And she's like, "A mouse trap." She had no idea. She thought it was a mouse trap.
Wow.
I'm telling you, man, like the technology that people have seen in their lives. Like,
Oh no,
my-
it's
even my grandma probably was around when radio was the thing, and now we
Yeah.
have the internet and
Yeah.
AI.
it jumped really
So,
fast,
yeah.
and people don't realize
Aliens.
how fast
Man.
things have gone.
Yeah.
They've progressed, because you're absolutely right about things like that.
Yeah.
Where
Some
they
of these people have
they
seen
don't
it
know.
all.
My son, when he was 9 years old, we were riding in a pickup truck that I borrowed to go get a Christmas tree from my mom and dad, and he said, "Hey, Dad, what's that?" And I'm like, "Put your hand on it. What are you talking about?" He goes, "This thing right here." I said, "You don't know what that is?" He said, "No." I said, It's a manual window crank. It rolls the window down, son."
Wow.
He was never in a car that didn't have power
Wow.
windows,
Yeah.
so he didn't even know what it was. He was amazed. He's like, "Oh, really? Oh,
Oh, man,
oh,
that's awesome.
oh,
Yeah.
oh." And I'm
New
like,
toy.
that's how I was when the power windows get. Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
If it really freak them out, you show them that side window, like the little
Oh,
triangle.
yeah.
They're like,
That
what
window,
the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's your
That's for
cigarette
cigarette
window.
smoke.
window.
Yeah, man.
Cigarette
Yeah,
window.
the cigarette window. That's right.
Oh, and
Grandma
then
used to have that thing blowing.
a push
20 degrees
lighter.
outside and it
Hell
just be blowing
yeah.
that shit.
No, I'd always love it when Dad would throw a cigarette and it'd come back
Come
in.
right
Oh,
back
man,
in.
yeah, oh,
Hit me
shit.
Hit you in the back.
in the back seat. He would pick that shit up before it burns the seat.
Yeah.
Like it was my fault. Like I invited it to hit me, He wasn't worried that it landed on my eyebrow and melted it.
Well,
Just that it would hit the seat,
His ashtray was full in the front. He needed to use the
Right,
extra
right,
ashtray,
right.
so he just needed you to put that
That's
out for
true.
him.
And it just
Yeah.
be tons of, it's like a
Oh my
cactus
God.
of
It
cigarettes.
Drop and
Oh
all the
my
ashes would hit the
Yeah, no, we were filthy, nasty people. That's what we were.
Well, I remember my sister got a new car, and my dad couldn't believe there was an ashtray in it.
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
like,
he
"There's
was
no
mad.
ashtray in the car.
What the hell is this
the
shit?"
hell is this?
Make me stop smoking. Is this America or not?
Where's the cigarette lighter? What's
Yeah.
going on?
Yeah.
That was when it tripped me when but those things, I never, like they're the most dangerous thing in the
Oh,
world, man.
yes.
But they
What,
are.
cigarettes?
No, the cigarette lighter,
the
the
cigarette
push-in
lighter.
kind. No, because
Cigarettes are delicious.
yeah, no, cigarettes were, yeah. But you take that thing and you go to light it, and the
Yeah.
whole cherry would come off.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
I
Oh,
remember.
son of a bitch.
Yes.
Mine had a real aggressive spring in it, so when it
Oh,
popped, it would
shit,
pop all the way. It
yeah.
would be on the
Man.
floorboard,
Yeah,
I'm
your
glowing
hand
red
is
hot,
on
and just
Yeah.
And you'd reach down,
Like
try to
reaching
get away.
down,
Drink.
trying to-
Oh shit!
Did you ever see the little pipes that you could put in there?
What?
It was like a little pipe. It was a hidden pipe.
No,
Had like
I
a
didn't
little
know that.
smoking thing on it and
Alright,
everything.
what?
You push it in there, and it'd heat up, and then you could hit it from the They used to sell them at the head
Never
shop.
saw
I
that.
want
No,
that.
that's
Yeah.
cool. No, what we did is we punched the lighter in, then pop it out and drop a roach in it and just go.
There you go. There you go.
And that's how it was.
No, yeah,
That was
yeah.
the OG
Oh
roach
my
pipe.
God.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean, you just pass it back and forth. Here you go.
It's a
Before
little
it goes out.
vaporizer.
Yeah. I mean, that's how it was.
Nice.
Yeah, like I
Redneck
said, we were
vaporizer.
nasty, dirty
Oh,
people.
Oh man, that's why we're gonna
Yeah.
But
live.
you know, when you were desperate, you'd make a bong out of anything, man.
Man,
Yeah.
we got
Cans,
creative.
fruit,
Apple,
you know,
yeah.
blocks,
Man, all kinds of stuff we shouldn't have been like copper.
Yeah.
lead.
Yeah.
Fine.
Use a
That
Windex
look, yeah.
bottle.
That's
and-
how we're all gonna
Yeah.
live forever.
That's
No.
what yeah, exactly.
No,
man.
but you know what they have found recently, and I've been saying this shit for years, which is that you know when I was a kid, we spent most of the time outside,
Mm-hmm.
digging in the dirt,
Yep.
messing with
Police.
animals,
Yep.
going in the woods,
Yep.
doing everything that they don't want kids to do now,
Eating paint
eating
chips.
stuff,
Yeah.
doing this, doing that.
Yeah.
Like
And guess what happened? I have an immune
My
system
immune
of like
system
it's
is
crazy.
Yes.
ridiculous.
Like
Yeah.
I can walk through an AIDS ward and kiss everybody and come out the other side just
How y'all
fine.
doing?
Well, you know it doesn't
know?
work by kissing, right? You gotta actually.
Amanda's gonna
penetrate.
make sure you get it.
I need you to
Are you
understand. Make sure you get it.
Are you
Right.
And then we'll cure you. It's fine.
Are you trying to science my fucking punchline?
Sounds like it.
You just
I'm
scienced my
sorry.
punchline.
I'm sorry. I woman-splain to you. Lady
I
splain.
love it. I love it. I do. I appreciate that
It's
a
the
great deal.
potato.
Yeah.
Oh man,
It's the potato.
It's the
yeah.
potato.
it's not her bean.
It's fucking potato.
I don't know what you're doing there. Okay, so back to where we were.
Where were we?
Yeah.
We were talking about
More, yeah, we
something. My
were
bad.
at some point. More than 3/4 of streamers are frustrated with service charging extra fees for certain content, while 69% are upset by a platform pulling a show they were watching without notice.
Pulling out.
Yeah, pulling out on you. So here's my question on that. Are people starting to get as mad at the streaming services as the cable companies yet? Is it getting that expensive for people? Are they starting to?
Oh man, YouTube just
No.
went up. Did
I
you
don't
see
think
that?
so.
Did it?
YouTube
Yeah, no,
went up
YouTube's
like
going up.
$10. It's like 80 or
It's
79. It's
stupid.
up there,
for,
man.
for YouTube
A
Premium?
month.
Yeah, that's what I pay. It's insane.
Now I
It is
know well,
stupid,
you get
yeah.
to skip ads that way, right?
Oh hell no! I get all the
No?
ads and everything, man.
Well, what did you-
$79 a month.
As
You,
soon
you
as
just get some old movies and stuff, or
Man,
what?
Like you get an unlimited DVR is about the only thing I really find
Yeah.
out of it.
A
well,
DVR.
it was the only place
Well,
I
like-
could watch
Oh.
wrestling.
You can
So
watch all your movies and keep like an unlimited library
Yeah.
of it.
Okay.
yeah,
Comes
Go-
in handy. Like when you don't have nothing on television, you can like go to the little DVR thing. You see
Because you don't
all-
have enough to choose from.
Like we were
Nothing.
talking about surfing
No,
earlier.
you just
man.
get
That
overwhelmed.
happens,
So
man.
you're like, I'm
We're
just going to make my own
spoiled.
queue.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, we're spoiled
Man, but you know what?
with the accessibility
But
of it.
nothing's changed. I'll be
No,
honest with
I'm
you.
not worried about it.
Nothing's changed because we used to go to
Still
the
bored
movie
AF
store
too.
Right.
and walk
Yeah.
around the movie store for
Man.
30, 40, 50
Yep.
minutes.
Can I watch
Yep.
this? Can I watch this?
Yep.
And you'd finally find one, then you'd realize there was nothing,
Nothing behind
You're
it.
like,
Man, them days suck,
Yes,
man.
you
Yeah.
walk up to the counter, hey, is anybody turning
Right, right.
Forrest
You're
Gump?
stalking that
Whenever they started
return
renting
bin.
games,
Yeah.
like the kids would never bring the games
Never
back.
bring it
and
back.
You'd be waiting for
Yeah.
like a game for like a
Steal it.
month. Like, where's this kid live,
Yep.
man? Like,
Yeah.
Bro.
bring this damn
Find this
game
kid.
back,
Bro.
kid.
Yeah. What's his mama's name?
Yeah.
I'm
Yep.
going there.
I'm gonna get that game, kid.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
we were pretty independent. We rode a lot of bikes all over Hell's Half Acre.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes.
My parents never knew where the hell we were.
No.
Nope.
Just
No.
if we weren't back at a certain time, we were
The
cooked.
lights came on.
But they didn't give a damn. We could
My
have
mom
rode to.
didn't even
I
care
coulda-
about that.
I could have got on a truck, went to Oklahoma, and came
Yeah.
back.
Oh, yeah.
As long as I was back by the porch light, it didn't matter.
Yeah.
I remember I went to Memphis one time and my mom didn't know when I was little.
Did you really?
Yeah, yeah, I did.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
That is what's up. How'd you get to Memphis, by the
We
way?
went there and went back. I went with the buddy that was old enough to buy liquor. It was on a Sunday. We went up there and bought liquor and came back.
Wow. That's
Never
cool.
knew. Never figured. Never found
No, that's because you
Man.
didn't have GPS and you couldn't
No.
track
No,
everybody.
man.
No
Now
cell
listen,
phones.
I'm telling you, man. They'll find. My wife calls me. Hey,
Where you
I
at?
see you're over here.
Oh, man,
where
no,
are
they
you
got
going to?
live
You got a
360
showing over there, and I'm like, what? Come on, man. Are you stalking me?
They'll just live 360,
They'll
you know.
live
No, I mean, we're on the, where's my iPhone, share my iPhone, whatever it's called.
Mhm.
And so we know where each other are all the time.
All the time.
And see, back then you could, you didn't have a cell phone.
No.
They couldn't catch up with you unless you answered it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Amanda,
My boss is here.
your time has come.
Look at that.
My
Look
boss.
there's a dog here. Amanda,
Amanda's running.
you're out of pocket, Amanda. Anyway.
I knew that was going to happen.
No, that's just fine. That's just fine. As a matter of fact, let's talk about this for a minute. If you are in need of a roof, check out TitanRoofingCompany.com. Josh and Jeremy over there, local guys. They've been locally owned and operated for many, many years. They're a long-time business here, and they offer a 10-year transferable warranty. Again, I tell people all the time that makes a big difference if you go to sell a house. If you've got a transferable roof warranty, you're going to get a premium for that, I guarantee you. So check them out, TitanRoofingCompany.com. And then don't forget, man, if you're trying to get your drink on, your party on, your pregame on, go over to Stone's Throw.
Yes.
Man, they are great. Stone's Throw is a great place to go. They've got a lot of beers on tap there. I think 14 different ones. And then also, they now have food all the time because they've got Slater's Alaskan dumplings.
Mm-hmm.
And man, if you hadn't had those, I think they have pork, chicken, another potato, and they've got all kinds of, whether it's teriyaki, it's barbecue, doesn't matter what it is. Man, it's good stuff. So get over to Stone's Throw if you get an opportunity and you like some beer. They came in here the other day. Now they come in every week and we do a beer sampling. And they just call it regular beer. It's their regular beer because everybody come in and go, how much is just a regular beer?
What did it taste like?
Oh, it was amazing.
Yeah. Like a Budweiser, like a Bud Light.
It was a lager, but here's why I'll tell you I liked it because I'm not what somebody might call a beer aficionado. I'm not the guy. But what I like about it is most of the time to me, beer leaves a bitter taste. That beer finished like water. So it tastes really good, but the finish is soft.
Yeah, yeah.
If I don't know if that's how you would properly describe it, but that's how I would describe it.
No,
yeah. Yeah, if I was describing weed, I could probably do that better.
Yeah, terpenes.
Yeah, terpenes.
Should write for the cannabis website.
I really probably should, to be honest with you. But that's something else after the first of the year that we've been working on.
Yeah, we're gonna get that happening.
We're gonna bring a cannabis expert in regularly to talk with us about different things to do with, the science of the new weed because it's very different than what
a lot more
old
powerful
weed was.
Yeah, powerful.
Well, it's not only that; it's that you have all these different terpenes, and used to be we just talked about THC. How high it would get you basically is what we thought that was, but now science tells you there are different kinds of terpenes that create different kinds of effects along with the THC.
Did you know you could eat like certain things that have terpenes in it after you smoke or before you smoke it, it'll enhance your high? Like if you smoke something like mango that's got terpenes in it, like the mango terpenes flavor, it'll make you higher when you smoke.
Yeah,
it interacts with the terpenes. And
that's interesting.
Yeah, it's wild how.
Yeah, not surprised by that, but didn't know you could do it like that. But I know that when they make these hybrid weeds, the difference, it just used to grow up and they put it in a bag.
Right.
And you get it, stems, seeds, whatever. That's how it worked. Now, they lab this stuff out, hybrid it, and then they spray it with terpene.
Oh, yeah.
So it gets sprayed with terpenes.
The
what?
The spray za.
What's the spray za?
That's what they call it, the za. The spray.
Oh, the za?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about over there.
The za. Yeah.
There's a lot to know, so that's cool.
Oh,
that
man.
doing that,
bunch to know, man. You could write a...
Yeah.
It's just different. And so, it's something that I think we want to know more about. We want to be more educated about. I think a lot of people that, go to dispensaries or, vibe with the weed, they want to know more, Now, some people just go and go, I'll tell whatever. But now most people
put the weed in the bag.
Yeah, most
joint. I'm leaving.
Yeah, right. Most people go in when I'm at the dispensary, and man, it's like the first time at McDonald's. They're looking up at the menu.
Man,
they're
you're
like,
lost.
So tell me, what is? And when I'm like,
you're standing behind that person too.
I just want some green crack. Can I go or not? Here's some money.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm one of those people, though. I look at the menu. I'm like, I don't know what I'm looking at here, so someone explain it to me.
Yeah. Yeah. No. And a lot of it has to be. You know, it's like my wife. She sent me when I went the other night. She was like, "Listen, okay, I want to try gummies."
Oh man,
And I'm like, "Okay, all right, I'll get you some." She goes, "No, stop." I'm like, "Okay, what?" She goes, "I don't want the weakest." I'm like,
yeah, 1,000
"Okay." She
milligrams.
goes, "But I don't want the strongest." I'm like, "I figured that, yeah." And she goes, and I don't want something that tastes like this." And I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah.
You know, I said, "Why don't you go?" Sounds like you need to go to the dispensary. Why don't you get a card?
Yeah.
I'm going to bring you something back. You can try it and like it or not. You know, that's how it's going to work. Yeah.
Picking out shoes. I'm not doing that either, you know?
No.
Your taste, what you like.
Right now, it's dangerous to pick out any clothes for a woman.
I used to be able to buy my daughter stuff, and now I'm like, this is cool, right? She's like, no, you're stupid.
Yeah, no, it's nothing you think is cool is probably cool anymore.
No.
No, it's a very different universe right now.
Mhm.
Yeah. You know, mascara is cool for dudes now.
No.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Chad, are you rocking mascara today?
No.
No.
My son is not either.
No. Chad, you like to rock some foundation though, don't you?
Oh man, I need to some days looking at myself on the show.
No, that's just the shitty lighting, man. I got to get something to warm it up in here because we all look like we're ghostly
Man,
right
I look
now.
white as hell.
Ooh, yeah.
My eyes
No, I
always
look-
look chingy. I swear I'm not high every morning.
That's a damn lie,
I look
Chad.
chingy as hell on
He
here.
said I look chingy. Oh my God, like the Holiday
They
Inn.
used to call me Chung Lee.
Oh my God, you can't even say that, man. What's wrong with you,
I
Chad?
promise that's what they called me.
Yeah, no, here, just to give you a little of that right there.
A bullshit?
Yeah, that's what you're gonna get a little of that. All right, so here in just a minute, we're gonna have an amazing acoustic performance coming up.
Cool.
Yeah, that's coming up in just a few minutes, and I'm super excited to have this artist in the house, and you will be too. We matter of fact, before here, let me just bring him up. Come on up here and sit down, man. Let me bring him up here now because I owe him an apology anyway. Come on up here and have a seat, man. Good to see you, man. How you doing, man?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. Now you got to get right up on the mic like this, man. All right.
All right, look, kind of like this here.
Yeah,
Well,
too
yeah,
close.
you got no. You can stay that close. I'll adjust the sound here. Last time that he came in Friday before, and
The dreaded Friday.
yeah, and we thought we had done something wrong here. We thought we had hit something, messed something up, didn't pay the bill, something, and then we found out all of downtown was out of power, and that's why that we had no internet. You
I
know,
thought it was just me.
you just thought it was your luck. Yeah. Tell everybody who you are, man.
My name's Mark Fisher. I'm a songwriter from BB, Arkansas, and I write songs.
Yeah,
There you go.
Yeah, no, he's probably being a little bit modest here. Tell everybody a little bit about how you started in music.
Well, I don't remember. It was a long time ago, Patrick. I really just always wanted to play. So I just learned and played when I was about 16. I wasn't allowed to have a guitar.
Really?
As a kid,
Yeah.
and some things happened. And my dad bought me an old Harmony guitar. I don't know if you're familiar with the Harmony guitar.
Yeah,
I've heard of them. Yeah.
You always have to fight with those because they suck so
Right.
bad.
They were. They
like
were
the
the
bottom rung of guitars.
Yeah, it was the trash guitar of its time.
And that's exactly what I did with it. I trashed it on stage one night. But anyways, I learned a few chords, and nobody taught me anything because I really didn't. I just kind of learned by accident, and just playing. I didn't have anything else to do,
Yeah. No, that's because we didn't have shit to do
No.
back then. There weren't 3,000 channels. There were none, or the one channels that were on, your parents were watching, so you had to go do something else.
And it went off at midnight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was done, and then yeah.
But after I learned a few chords, I started putting songs together myself, and it was just fun to do.
Mhm.
And so I continued to do it for a long time, and eventually got okay at it.
Yeah.
Okay-ish.
Yeah.
And started writing songs, and finally was good enough, I guess, guess, to put a band together. I was in a band for about 16, 17 years called the Gin River Outlaws.
Yeah.
And we played everywhere.
Yeah, the Gin River Outlaws, you look them up. They were around, bro. You hear me? They were around.
We burned out really bad in the early 2000s. You know, we played hard and heavy in the 90s. And when I say hard and heavy, I mean hard and heavy.
Right.
Almost every night somewhere. And, you know, it's easy to get burned out. So
no, when you're on the road, I mean, a lot of people, you know, think that it's that being a rock star is all glory and fun.
No.
But it's not.
No.
You know, a lot of it is a hurry up. A lot of it's cramped in a van driving or a bus.
It's not fun all the time.
No.
You know,
I mean, being on stage, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but everything in between here and there.
Yeah.
Much like comedy, you know, I mean, you're on the road all the time. You sometimes you just go crazy with boredom.
Yeah.
You have to find ways to entertain yourself, which I guess feeds your comedy, but it's like, man, but in rock and roll's case, not only are you bored, but you have to carry shit too.
Yeah, that's the thing.
We don't have to carry anything except our ass up the stairs to the club.
That's about it.
This guy here is carrying equipment, all kinds of stuff.
Well, you know, luckily I just play guitar. So.
Yeah, see, it wasn't that bad for you.
It's not like a drummer, you know, they got to carry like.
Oh man.
No, you're right about that. No, you're absolutely right. So you know, now you've been doing solo since then.
Yeah, well, we kind of broke up. Well, I don't want to say broke up. We didn't really break up. We just kind of disbanded.
Yeah.
Back,
kind of ran out.
Yeah, about 2005. We just there wasn't anything else to do.
Yeah.
You know, we just kind of
Said,
drifted
yeah,
apart.
you're cool. I'm cool. I'm out.
Yeah, we did it. We're see you, man.
Yeah.
You know, that was
yeah.
kind of how it was, and then I just from that point I just kept writing songs and wasn't really able to put anything down on record, and finally a friend of mine named Jeremy Greenwald, he said, "Hey, I've got a friend named Seth Freeman who has a studio in Fairfield Bay called Sunny Day Studios.
Yeah.
Awesome place to record. If you're a musician, go there."
Yeah, I hadn't heard that name before. Now make note of that, musicians.
Seth is an awesome musician, a blues guy.
Okay.
And he produced my record, Better Angels.
Yeah.
And the record is just an accumulation of songs that I wrote after the breakup, of my group. And I didn't really have the resources to get it done until my friend said, "Hey, look, I'll fund your record. If you want to go make it, just go do what you want to do." And I did, and I got the record I wanted. You know, This is the record I always wanted to make. It's called Better Angels. I had some of the best, musicians, that you can come up with to play on.
That played on it.
Seth played pretty much everything.
Wow.
Bass, drums.
Okay, so he acted
guitar.
as a session musician for you.
Yeah, and awesome. And his dad, Jeff Freeman, came in and played guitar. Great country guitar player.
Yeah.
Man, I mean, just awesome. And a guy named Jimmy Roulette came in and did guitar, mandolin.
That's a pretty great name, Jimmy Roulette. That's a good name.
He's
I like that.
awesome musician. He's got a group called Rock City Jukebox.
I need to get them and tell them to come see me too, man.
I'll talk to him.
Yeah.
But man, we just had a great time. I had a harmonica section. It's kind of funny to say I had a harmonica section, but there was two guys playing harmonica on my record. A guy named Ralph Hurt, who's awesome blues harmonica player, and a guy named Nathan McCombs played, I think, a song or two.
That's an instrument that, when properly employed, is actually amazing.
Yeah, I can't do it. I've tried to do the Bob Dylan thing, with the little thing around it. I can't get it. It just doesn't work.
No, I couldn't even play a kazoo, man. What are you talking about? Much less that.
Well, and play a guitar and remember words and blow.
That's a lot to do. Pause. Yeah, that's a lot to do for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what we're going to do, we're going to take just a quick intermission just so I can move cameras over and get him set up. And he's going to do a live acoustic performance for us. And I promise you're going to be very happy about it. So stick around just for a second and let me get this going for you. Okay. let's do this. Okay. All right. Okay, everybody. Let's get us into camera 3 here. Oh. And yes, sir. Look at that. I'm starting to become a pro at this stuff, y'all. Okay. And all right, scoot you up a little bit closer to the mics there because it won't pick you up otherwise. All right, and ladies and gentlemen, let's do it.
Hey.
This is Mark Fisher, ladies and gentlemen, Mark Fisher.
So this song I wrote with the guy that got me into songwriting, a guy named Russ Lindsay, who is a longtime friend of mine. And one day he called me on the phone. Well, I say day, but it was really very early in the morning, about 2 o'clock in the morning. He texted me out of the blue with some lyrics, and then I wrote some lyrics, and then he wrote some lyrics back, and the next thing you know, we had a song. It's called "Better Angels." It's the title track to the record, and it's about finding a better version of yourself. And here it goes. I've been lost for all these years, 'cause I can't escape my fear. Try to get away, but I can't move. In solitude I find nothing close to peace of mind. I got no one and nothing left to lose. Then it occurred to me, in a manner so to speak, I need to look into the forest to see the trees. There's a teardrop in my eye for the life I left behind. Now I just sit back in disbelief. I've been chasing better angels, but they always run away. Every time I need answers, every time I pray, all alone I see the sunset as daylight disappears. I'll keep on chasing better angels till the sun dries up in tears. It was all that I could handle. I felt like a burned out candle, a drowning man reaching for some rope. Lost myself to sorrow. I put life off till tomorrow. Now I see always hope. I've been chasing better angels, but they always run away. Every time I need answers, every time I pray, all alone I'll see the sunset as the daylight disappears. I'll keep on chasing better angels till the sun dries up the tears. I've been chasing better angels, but they always run away. Every time I need answers, every single time I pray, all alone I'll see the sunset as the daylight disappears. I'll keep on chasing better angels till the sun dries up the tears. I'll be chasing better angels till the sun dries up the tears. Ooh. Till the sun dries up the tears.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, baby. That's Mark Fisher, Better Angels. And Mark, where can people get your music? Where can they find you?
Well, you can find it on online. It's available on all streaming platforms.
Okay, so Spotify, Amazon, iHeart, any of that. It's Mark
all
Fisher,
of that.
Better
Called
Angels.
Better Angels. Like I said, it's a record that I always wanted to make, and it's a country record, but it kind of covers a lot of different kind of country music.
It really does, man. It's a great composition, a great song, and I hope that you continue to have amazing success. I'm thankful that you came on and took part in the show today, man. Thank you,
I
man.
sure thank you for having me.
All right, give it up again for Mark, everybody. That is awesome. That is awesome. That is awesome. All right. Oh, let me get our cameras right here. There we go. Oh, that's a lot of racket noise there. Jesus, hold on a second. Let me turn that down. Oh, okay. Now we're back at it. Okay. Kristin, come on up here real quick. Kristin Sledge. Yeah. Come on up here and have a seat right here beside the principal.
That's what I feel like.
I know, right? You feel like you just got called to the principal's office?
Make sure I don't mess up like Chad does with the mic.
She's calling out Chad, man. This is Kristin, an amazing human being who I've known for many years now, and she also happens to be the significant other of Chad.
Chad.
That's right, the better half. That's much like mine. It's true. Yeah. So, what are you doing? What are you up to these days?
Working.
I
Trying
hear.
to make sure this kid graduates high school.
Well, that's going to happen, I'm sure.
Keeping this man under control.
I have faith in you. I understand that you're starting a new venture.
Trying to.
So what are we
Trying
doing?
to.
What are we doing?
Well, making shirts. Trying to make tumblers.
Yeah.
Mugs.
Yeah,
I mean,
all that stuff.
wreaths.
Yeah, we are.
Anything.
Chad and I have been working behind the scenes talking about some new merchandise things that we want to put together, some different packages and things for our show. But also, if you just need stuff made, whether it's a shirt, a mug, anything kind of a custom creation like that, Kristin's great to do it. And you can connect with her on Facebook or Chad on Facebook, either way to get that done.
And I don't have a page right now. I am working on it, but you can just go to Kristin Sledge and just message me.
Yeah.
And I'll be quick to answer.
Yeah, no, she should absolutely do that. We're going to help her get a page and everything going and get that set up for you. I think, yeah, I think it's going to be great.
Potato stickers for Amanda.
Yeah, see, Kristin, she does more than just bonus holes.
I do. I don't only do bonus holes. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my husband. He can do the bonus holes.
Right.
I'll leave that to Chad.
Pause.
I'm good.
No, that's great. That's great. Man, you got to be proud of Chad. I mean, he's really come a long way, hasn't he?
I'm very proud of him.
He has, man. His business is amazing,
I was
man.
with him way before the piercing, and he's come a long way. I'm very proud of him.
He has, man. He has come a long way. There's a book. What's the name of that
The
book?
glow up.
What is it?
He's had the glow up.
Oh, yeah. What's the name of that book that has Chad? That's about him?
Oh, the Peyton Hillis, or no, Peyton Rose.
Is that what it's
I
called?
don't remember
What's
the
it called?
actual name of the book, though, but I have it.
The Long Way Home. The Long Way
And I
Home.
can tell you who's Chad.
Yeah. Well, it's a book. Yeah, Chad is basic. He's not named in the book.
He's not named.
He's a fictional character based on maybe something that could have happened with Chad in those years. I don't know. Is that fair to say?
It's a very interesting book.
Allegedly.
It's a great read. He cannot confirm nor deny.
Yeah, you cannot confirm nor deny him. Yeah, you know how it goes. All right. Well, listen. Hold on. Let me bring our headlining comedian back up real quick. I want to thank him for coming in today and make sure that you have some information for him as well. All right. Tell everybody again, for those who just maybe tuned in because they're very late to this party, tell them who you are.
James Johann, comedian.
And he is performing tonight at the Looney Bin, tomorrow at the Looney Bin. So you can go to looneyBinLR.com. But what if they want to find you online? How do they find you?
You can look me up on Instagram. Rural Genius is what I go by.
Rural Genius.
Rural Genius.
So that's how they find you. Rural Genius. What a
And
great
then,
name.
I got
I like
Facebook,
that.
and I'm all over YouTube too. So just search James Johann, Johann, and that's me.
Yeah, and if you don't know what a pedigree James has, he's performed all over the planet, number one. But number two, he was on the Blue Collar Comedy Tour. He worked with the likes and partnered with Larry the Cable Guy, Jeff Foxworthy. I mean, he is an esteemed comedian and someone that you definitely will have a great time tonight seeing. He's the kind of comedian other comedians aspire to be honest with you. So
I'll pay you later for saying
no,
that.
I'm just giving you the truth. This guy is he's what you call a comedian's comedian. He's a professional. He really does the delivery. He was inspired by George Carlin, so he's committed to his material. He's ready to do the show. He's not just coming to wing-ding it and ad-lib some stuff with the crowd. Not saying he doesn't have any fun, but he's got a set to deliver for you, and you're going to like it.
Yeah, it's going to be a good show this week with the other guys, too.
Yeah, man. So you please get down to the Looney Bin and see this guy. Thank you so much for coming in, man. I'm so glad that you came in today,
right,
man.
no
Thank
sweat,
you,
man.
man.
Thank you.
And thank you to Chad. Thank you to Amanda. Thank you to everybody. What?
She's busy with the dog.
No, I understand, Amanda. I got you. You're welcome. Yes, I do. Yes, no, she's not an attention whore at all.
Not Amanda. No, not Amanda.
No. But we're so thankful.
She's very PG.
Yeah, right. No, absolutely. So listen, I do want to mention again one more time before we go that we, as in the show, we applied a while back for a reality program called The Blocks. It is an entrepreneurial-based show that helps businesses grow and become much better, but it's a competition too. So we went through the process. We, did the application. We answered the questionnaire. Then we did some video stuff back and forth. Then we did the interview. And then finally, the first of the week, they notified us we had been chosen to be on the show, which is amazing for us. It's on Amazon Prime. It's going to be awesome. But we do have to cover our expenses of everything. And 2 months in, we don't have a budget yet. Everything's used just to keep it going. So we've got a GoFundMe for that. If you can help, man, it's awesome. It'll help us get this done. It's a week. We go to Tulsa. We work with Wes from The Challenge and all these entrepreneurs, and we could win some big money. But the best thing is it's going to help us make this even better for everybody involved. So if you can give, that's great. $1, $5, $10, doesn't matter. Any amount will help us. And we're so thankful to all those who have been giving already, because a lot of you have jumped up to help us out. And it just means the world that we have your support on that. Just real quick, I want to thank a couple people who have done that. Let me just pull that up real quickly. Chris Martins, Mike, Brandon, Marcia, Joe Beth, David, Will, Leanna, Jimmy, and Sina, Chiquita, Anonymous. Thank you, Anonymous. That's probably my mom. Missy, Matt, and Brandon all have helped us out, and we're getting close, and we really do appreciate you guys for doing that. Yeah, thank you so much. Listen, it's the Friday before a holiday. I need a vacation. I'm tired, and I'm done today. So I'm letting you know that you're getting out of class early a little bit. I know that, but me too. I'm ready to go. So listen, I'm out. Love you guys. You're the best audience in the world. It's only because of you that we're here, and we're going to continue to serve you and lift people up around here every day that we can. And thanks for being part of it. We'll see you next time. Late.